Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Back here. We usually are.
Welcome back
Except
to
last week where we weren't. But don't worry about that.
welcome back to a super chill, completely calm episode. Kingdom Hearts.
This is an
RP.
ASMR episode?
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
We're all gonna be super calm. We're gonna explain things how they happened last time. And it's gonna be great. No panic. Only good vibes.
We're only vibing?
We're only vibing.
We're only vibing?
If you want to control the vibe, then I'll give you the link to
What the fuck were you just about to say?
Hey, who wants to tell us what happened last time? Who wants to say what happened last time?
I can try. Let's see if I could do
Oh my
this.
god!
Oh my
Lily's stepping up! Holy shit!
All right, let's see. I'm gonna
As soon,
attempt this.
as soon as you say one thing wrong, I'm stopping you.
All right.
Previously on Avatar.
I'm stopping
Ah,
you.
shit,
It wasn't
it's
Avatar. I'm playing. No, keep going, keep going.
Sorry, I had that audio clip just for this. I had nothing else. That was the bit.
Nope, you have to say it.
Okay.
happened?
I'll start from the top.
Previously on Avatar.
I don't know if I should cut the red or blue wire. Zarel, Hibiki, you have to know if everything explodes, I'm pregnant.
Gas in Spanish.
Muna, I'm red blue colorblind. I can't cut these.
But I'm green blue colorblind. Who can see this? Everyone looks to Gilgamesh.
What the fuck are you all talking about?
Anyway, it's the last time in Kingdom.
I was just gonna let it keep going.
Sometimes you have to realize there's a good ending, and it's just letting Anthony say his thing, and we move on.
It's just me just dead stopping and using to continue the improv.
You're like the fucking Undertaker of jokes. you just no sold that.
He's like anti-improv, man.
Okay, all right. Last time in Kingdom Hearts, the team does their favorite second thing besides shopping, and it's training, which is really just shopping for traits. The team did that for several days. They learned to glide a little, and they learned to jump a little, which is more than the jumping that they did before. At some point, we'll teach Muna that. Don't worry about it. The team successfully does this. They go outside. The place is looking kind of emptier than usual, which is strange, but it's more of like the party's over kind of mood, not like everyone died. And after talking to our beautiful friend Booyah, we find out first of all that Booyah has the ability to just take a Heartless with her as long as it's consenting. Second of all, that she's using Seep as a big dog mount. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And also that she's gonna be heading over to the area with the cobweb thing. And she's gonna be clearing that area up and just kind of checking it out while we talk about it. They also have a conversation with Gilgamesh about, you shouldn't be scared of your darkness. You taught me to not be scared of my darkness. I think you should never be scared of it. Speaking of being scared of your darkness, I wonder where the fuck all of the other Keyblade builders are. Maybe they think this planet's legit dead. I wouldn't tell anyone who also wields a Keyblade that you're a bag full of darkness wearing a trench coat to go see an R-rated movie. You need to just keep that quiet, but let it know that I support you. I'm not telling them about my dog. Goodbye. And she left us there for the time being. The team notices as they walk back that everything has been put down 20% less brightness. Everything's just a little bit darker now. And after talking a little bit to Michelle, who's also not fully understanding what the fuck is happening, he kind of confirms that after talking to his warden, it does seem that it's getting darker because the very Heartless are getting stronger. So the daylight cycle is now more night than day. That means every enemy now is going to be a little bit tougher because there's more night now than there was before.
Every enemy type got 1d20 more health.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, thank God, only 1d20.
Only 1d20. It could have been 2d20.
Yeah. Or like a d4 or something.
Could have been fucking scary.
Yeah.
Is someone mentioning my double D20s?
I'm
No.
gonna keep talking now before you continue that joke. Michelle confides that he is considering he wants to get out of the eternal prison that he's fucking stuck into. But he does consider, after thinking about it, that even though he has complicated feelings about his other self / ex-husband, maybe trying to break out and that causing him to get like immediately just causing the other guy to get in trouble really bad is not good, considering it's kind of like the life force of the there's his ex-husband, the life force of the world right now. They're making out sloppy style. They're making out slop. In a better world, they'd be making out sloppy style, but not in this one.
Narcissus was up his own ass, but I didn't think it was you could get more literal.
The only way to get this to fix is by getting them to make out. Here's my 11-page diagram with
Zarel's fucking proposition of my dad should kiss.
I think things would be better if my dads would stop fighting with each other.
Oh no.
I mean, I don't know how this is supposed to help, but maybe.
Gilgamesh just walks up, just like looks over. I'm not fighting anyone.
My fur dad.
God dang it.
Oh boy, free dads.
No.
As Gilgamesh is like,
It's so-
stop talking about your lesser dads.
It's so funny because you
You're
look the
already
most.
playing the part.
It's so funny because you look the most like Gilgamesh.
My dad didn't want me, so I had to find 2 replacement dads.
God.
Anyway, the idea is brought up that maybe Gilgamesh brings out the Dragon Balls can help us out here. Oh. And you know, we may not have all the Dragon Balls, but in theory, if we got 1 Dragon Ball and other draconic items, Michelle could use those to power himself up and just break in without having to use the beacon. But if that doesn't work, he would like the beacon very much, please, so that he's not stuck in hell forever.
Ooh, can I wish for a woman's panties? The silence is really making it.
I don't know how to respond.
I don't think we will.
I realized before I answered that if I did say anything, it would have been funnier. Just let you sit with it. And the team agrees on this. While they go further talk to the warden to understand a little bit more about what she knows that he's not fully getting from her, because she's known to be very obtuse. Well, the other 2 go find a Dragon Ball right next to them.
Dragon Ball.
It's the stone orb. It's the draconic stone.
Dragon Ball.
It was there the whole time. It was given to us. So great news, they found it. While talking to the warden, they're able to ascertain a couple of things. Number 1, the storm did move, and by that I mean storm moved, and by that I mean the big area over here that houses an undead dragon is indeed moving like 3 feet. Which is really like stirring a little. But the important thing about that is not that information, but the fact that she can literally see inside the storm. Turns out, number 1, he's been here for a bit because, you know, the world did fall long before the Heartless thing happened, so that makes sense. Number 2, they're not stuck in there with him, he's stuck in there with them. Storm might be a completely sentient being who's not being controlled by an undead power like Gilgamesh fought. And when the Heartless came, they realized if I fight that shit, I'm gonna get my shit kicked in a little. So they just tossed in the giant Heartless shaped ball to put him in mega prison for a bit. And he is currently in mega prison, is what we believe is happening.
The Chaos side looked over at the giant swirling storm dragon and said, not today.
Make up prison.
Not today,
Now
maybe
I wanna
later.
Now I want to go engage with that dragon in combat. Fucking Chaos Side is absolutely bitch me.
And the fucking Chaos side's like, nah, I don't think I will. That's how you know going over there is gonna be fun.
The Chad Gilgamesh versus the Virgin Chaos Side.
So those evil Shadow Cloak people are showing up, and they are not having a good one. One of them got eaten. That sucked for them. But we care.
Cannibalism.
I don't. The cannibalism of a dragon eats a human.
No, it's natural order.
There you go.
You shouldn't ask Gilgamesh on his opinions.
Can we know more
Gilgamesh,
about that?
do you have any recipes for human?
No, I just ate them.
Hey,
Just eat 'em raw.
Gilgamesh, what do you think of
Tartar.
politics? I think all politics are pile of dicks.
Oh,
Gilgamesh, did you like flattening them into pancakes with your magic and then
No.
eating them?
No, I did crush their bones sometimes.
Oh, that's good.
No reason, it was just because it was funny.
Do you like your humans crunchy or slimy?
It all goes down the same.
Are you supposed to keep talking after that bit? Like, should I
maybe.
just continue?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Anyway, besides that piece of information, the fact that he's apparently staring straight towards the free for some reason, maybe because there's another dragon in there we don't really understand. We find out that she can actually see anything in a map. That's her thing. She's the one who sees. And she lets us know a couple of things. For example, the king is indeed locked, frozen, solid in a room. He did it himself. Don't worry. I mean, you should worry, but not for... He did it himself. And also that she's able to manipulate it because now he has a blankie. Have seen the Keyblade. We know that perhaps Hibiki's friend... question mark, soul connected elf person is near it.
What? Why would they be important?
Because they were soul connected to Hibiki.
Why would they be important? Why, just because I said that all the people you guys would see in your thing would be important?
That's...
Oh.
No, they're important because I will it. You are allowed.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. Hibiki, you hear that?
Yeah, I hear that.
He's cool with it.
Yep.
Well, because you're cool with it, you're allowed to.
We also checked the area where the big dragon thing rose up, and turns out that we have better confirmation that they got split into two different people, or they are two different people, and no one's ruling the sea. Things are bad, but if we find the other guy from Final Fantasy, your one, that might help. Furthermore, we have full confirmation that the body of her sister is over in this area. Straight up chilling, as one might say, or rather the opposite of chilling, because it's bad in there. She also had other stuff to say, but it's all up to Muna, so I can't. So no worries.
I allow it.
That's a very
It's
good
all
place to
Muna.
end off, because last time, and I did tell you guys after stream essentially what was going on with that, but Muna did not hear because we did not have a Jillian last time. We didn't even have a Lily last time. Sorry.
You do not speak of that bitch. Oh shit, my Steam username is still. Oh no.
Oh no.
You put
Turn your
congratulations.
J
in the
back
call.
around.
If he's in there and we're out here, then where's the caveman?
Quick,
Before
increase your L's into J's.
before we move on, Muna,
Yes.
you may notice over here at your side
All right.
there are some new things there. There's a big number 6 right here. You know what
Buffalo
that big
6?
you know what that big number 6 means?
Usually that's associated with Gaster.
You can take away 6 lines from your abilities.
Okay. Do.
There are 2 new abilities that are down here. You have your glide ability and your jump ability are both here now. Other than that, I did fix things to where there is only stone. I don't know if you had stone or geo before, but you know that you have stone now. And I think I also powered up your arts. Yes, your arts are changed as well. Those are
Okay.
the 4 new cards you have.
I see combine. What does combine mean?
Well, it's combine.
So does it combine with my other abilities, or?
Who knows? At the moment, if you look around at them, some of the others, they may have combine showing. Like if you look over here at Hibiki's, Hibiki has combine open on their jump, so you can see what it says there if you'd like. See? But yeah,
Looking at it, I think I'll go for jump burst.
gonna go jump burst.
Because blue.
Blue's pretty good. I enjoy it.
Glide enchant.
Glide enchant. Bloop. You can lift or move any willing creature with you in your movement by using 1 mana. They must be placed down at the end of your turn, which at the end of your or their turn, whichever is last.
Oh my god, that's so good, actually. I like that.
Yeah, you can make them fly a little bit.
Glide flow.
Glide flow. Bloop. When suspended in the air, either by falling or flying, you can remain at the height you are without falling for 3 turns per 1 mana used. Basically, if you ever fall out from fucking space again, you can glide there. If you are forced to move, it acts as normal. So if somebody goes over and like drags you down, then you're fucked. But otherwise, you're good. You won't fall down any like big pits, at least without being able to jump out of it.
Stone enchant.
Stone enchant. Boop. Adds resistance to all damage for 1 turn.
Okay.
I believe that is 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have 2 more.
I'm seeing if. Okay, there's a blast enchant.
Bloop. Erect. Or move a 1 hex sphere of magical or divine nature around yourself or other target within the focus's range. This grants 10 shield to a target once per combat or muffle sound in the area. If a target tries to move, it must either take 2d4 damage or move with the sphere around them. Friendly targets are not harmed by magical spheres. Hostile targets within 1 hex of the sphere take 1d6 damage at the end of their turns. You have 1 more.
Let's go combine shot.
Combined shot.
Yes.
You may use 2 mana to fire all attacks this round with 1d6 extra magic damage from a spell you possess. So
Damn.
whenever you are doing shots, you can't doing shots. Whenever you're doing shot, you may add 2 mana to your attacks, and then all attacks you do this round with shot will have 1d6 extra magic damage, and you can choose to have that magic damage be force damage like you have in temper, fire damage like you have in fire, wind damage like you have in arrow, water damage like you have in water, earth damage like you have in stone. And those are the only damages you have.
I'll be.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Good job.
I have to get the gizzards out of my tea frog.
Okay. And now I would like you to please get rid of 1 square as well from your inventory, from your big squares over here. Whenever you are back, get yourself one square.
Here, I had
one
a garbage
square
bag
away.
right next to me. All right.
Yeah, just get rid of one of your 10 remaining
Just had-
squares.
Just had to get rid of the.
I don't care
This
about your
one.
gizzards. I'm playing. See if this is anything special. It is not, but that does mean you can take one thing from this center one. I'm not going to move it because it's weird. Start over here. Shuffle and draw from this. Shuffle it.
I did.
All right, and that's 3 spalations. Here you go. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Thank
That's
you.
not spalations. Those are people. There you go. Alrighty. With that all being done, that is essentially all of the level up stuff that you have to worry about. We also all had gained like a little bit of extra things that we can show you in a sec. Such as a little bit, I think everybody gained a little bit of mana and things of that nature. The last thing you need to worry about.
Some on and stuff.
Last thing you need to worry about is right here. You have one little point right here. You can put that you can put that wherever you want to put that.
Except inside of magic.
Yeah, you can put that anywhere you want except those things. Negotiation?
We have a typo here. Can we change this? Jonah, come over
Hold on,
here.
hold on,
You're
I
the
got
one
it.
that usually
No, I
does
got
it.
it. I got it.
Okay, that's fine. That works. That works if you don't look at it too hard.
We did it.
Nah, it's beautiful. Thank you.
I think I did great.
It's
Good
like
job.
changing your B's to A's all over.
All right.
Good job.
With that being said, as was said in the last part, there was some things going on where you guys had learned about the warden and how they have the ability to see and manipulate a little bit of what they see whenever they are watching down or watching into things. Whenever you guys had done that, they had also been very adamant about telling you guys what they can and can't say. It seemed like even though they are the one who sees, they are not the one who speaks. They're not the one who can tell you everything that they can do. They have to be very cryptic with a lot of things they say and do. At one point, they had even said, "It's like, what was it? I wish we hadn't moved on from what you were doing." There was also a thing where they had said something on the same subject of, "I can't do anything unless you ask for it." And finally, there was also a little nice interaction they had with Gilgamesh, where Gilgamesh told them about their brothers, and then they were able to look to the 2 symbols on Gilgamesh and then tell Gilgamesh that their brothers were doing fine. It was very cute. We got to learn a little bit more about Gilgamesh's brothers and how they're probably okay. I mean, from what we know of the Phantom Lord campaign, one of them's sort of like an undead dragon that's in charge of a church now. And from what we know of the Phantom Lord game now, the other one is a blood forest.
Yeah.
Blood for the blood forest.
But apparently they're both fine. So that's honestly just what they wanted to be. They wanted to be a big labyrinth anyway. It's fine. That being said, nobody had gotten what they were trying to say, and in the end, I was like, the only person that would have a chance of having any sort of way of figuring it out without a lot of context clues would have been Muna, but I didn't want to roll for Muna. I wanted to wait for you to roll for Muna. So I would before everything, while they're sitting there, while everybody is getting ready to leave the area, or, you guys can ask them more questions if you'd like. Muna, while you're watching the warden while you're listening to everybody do their things, and while your mind was still a little bit on the other stuff that was going on, but you're finally giving the attention you think it deserves. I would like you to please roll me for your insight while they are explaining themselves.
This is gonna be the funniest nat one I ever roll.
You better nat one 4 times.
Waiting.
At 17.
Aww.
Roll me 3 more times. People did not want you to fail this roll. It's another 17. Muna, you know what the highest roll that was rolled last time whenever I asked for somebody to roll something? I think it was like 8. And one more, please.
We're not doing very good, just in case you were wondering.
As a 19, Muna.
So it was 2 weeks worth waiting.
Muna, as they were speaking to you guys, they showed you 3 different things. They showed you on the map here.
Oh, right.
They showed you this area that they had said that was where they could see their sister. It then moved on, and it showed you this area up here, up where the great tree is. Whenever they had looked at the great tree, they had said that is where they saw the king. Not only was that where they saw the king, they also seemed to have moved a blanket that was in there over the king. They were able to manipulate the room slightly whenever that was happening. And they seemed very pleased with themselves that they could do that. And finally, they showed this area, the place that had the Keyblade. People tried asking a bunch of questions about that. They didn't have the answers for it. But whenever they were asking questions, they had seemed to almost be thinking out loud of themselves, where they're just like, I wish we hadn't moved on. They then showed a couple of other things. We got to see the stuff with the Storm Dragon. We got to see them some stuff with what happened with them talking about Gilgamesh's brothers. But that sort of stuck in your mind for a bit, with them saying that they wish that you hadn't moved on. You started thinking about the things that they had already shown you. And finally, they eventually said, I can't do anything unless someone asks. And that was extremely pointed in your guys' directions, you noticed. Whenever everybody is done, whenever you had seen Gilgamesh give a bit of a smile, which again was one of the first times you guys had seen Gilgamesh smile the entire time he's been here, despite the old art.
That one's canon now. Before
that's canon now, yeah.
Don't worry.
You realize she wanted to revisit one of those other places, but she can't revisit them without somebody telling her to. She seems like she wants to do something in one of the places that she had mentioned things to you guys before, but she can't do it unless one of you guys asks her to do that.
Come here.
She just sort of is looking at you with that same smile on her face, like,
This area here. That wording. Wish they didn't pass on. Not move on, sorry. Very peculiar wording. Now, if I gave you permission here, would you be able to do much about that?
What are you pointing at? When you say here.
I think the Keyblade graveyard, or not Keyblade graveyard. You know what I mean?
You wanna point to the Keyblade area?
Yes.
They look at them. They look at the map. They bring themselves over to it again. They bring their hand over it as they go. I see the blade that you had seeked, the one that we had talked about previous. The woman still standing aside of it, lamenting, or from what we had seen, potentially worrying, or maybe even being a little angry.
Angry?
Upset.
Well, it seems you need permission, correct?
Hmm?
I shall grant you permission. I wish for you. I'm trying to think of the right wording for this.
Uh-huh.
To kill. I'm kidding.
Hey.
I'm trying to remember the wording you said. Can you say the wording you were saying on the permission thing?
She didn't say that too much on a lot of subjects. He says that she can only see what people ask her to see. And whenever she was on this place before, whenever you guys were looking at this place before, she had said, I wish we hadn't moved on.
Then may we please learn more of here?
Would you like me to look at somewhere else inside that place? I would need to know what you're trying to look for.
Mentioned earlier about not moving on. Sorry, when that was being mentioned, it feels like weeks ago because I just, I had such a headache. I was wasted and having heat and fire.
All you can say was your own name over and over again.
Oh, yeah, I was wasted. Anyway.
Doing good.
You wish,
I'm trying to figure out what I'm asking.
do you want to see the palace again? I thought the only thing in there was why was the Keyblade. Isn't it some kind of garden
The
or something?
palace would be nice. Then can we please see the palace?
If you'd like to see there, what would you like to see there? Should we show you the king again?
Do you all think?
Yeah, we're talking.
I am rather lost in this train of thought.
You know what? I'm gonna ask it. Are we able to ask you to see what you see there?
I tell you what I see there.
Hmm.
I told you everything that I saw. If you wish for me to look at something else, I can. But I do need to know what I'm seeing.
Then all eyes on me. I'm in control. Anyway, okay, I'll be honest. If you were hinting at something earlier, I don't think I got it.
This is so fun to me because like
That's so
nobody got
fucked
it. Nobody got it last time, and nobody's getting it this time, and I'm very happy.
Okay.
I'm thinking real hard here. My brain is working into overdrive.
Can I
All right,
ask
all right,
pretty
all right.
please for a hint?
I didn't.
All right, this is the only and last hint I'm giving anybody.
Okay, thank you.
When they were here talking about the Keyblade, they had said, I wish we hadn't moved on. Which means there was something potentially that they wanted to do before coming to this place.
Okay. And what was the one that was being pointed out before then?
The two that were there before were seeing the king on the top of the great tree in their palace. And the other was whenever they were looking at their sister inside of the area with the Ranger Knights.
Oh, then let's look at their sister. Maybe look at your sister.
They look to you. I have two sisters, though I do not know where one of them is.
Don't
We
tell
can
us
start with
the
the one
one
that we do know of.
Yes, after all, you need to be able to see them.
She gives a smile, and she does put her hand over the area with the Ranger Knights. I see her again. As I said last time, she is not fully there. But I believe you already knew that before. She is currently off away inside of the mountain there. She cannot return, otherwise she will return to a body full of woe and pain. But you see them flick their wrist over top of the area with a just kind of smile on their face. I'm sure that is fine.
Oh.
You do something right there.
What do you mean?
Seem to have flicked your wrist. Like
She's very happy about it. She seems to be smiling almost ear to ear at this point, which is big because elf.
You seem quite glad. You seem quite glad of yourself. Yes.
She couldn't possibly have done anything. She's the one that sees.
I am the one that sees.
And nothing else. I think it might be easier for us to get her back in her body now, though.
If you would like, you can
mouth.
talk with her. You can talk with her about it. Though she is not the one who speaks. Well, I guess she could be. I'm still not sure exactly which one she is.
Well, only one way to find out.
You said that your sister was in a lot of pain and such. What kind? Is she bound in something?
When you say is she bound in something, she seems to just smile at you, in particular Hibiki, and again, just in the same way she usually smiles at you, does not say anything. But you do note that when you say that she is bound, she seems to smile a lot wider.
Unless
so she's not bound anymore. That's good to know. I'm parsing it. I'm doing it.
You're doing it. You're doing it.
Yeah, I just need to hear the word sister again, and it's like, oh, yeah.
I was sitting there just like, she wants to see one of the things previous. One of them is her family member. And the last time, whenever it got brought up with Gilgamesh, she's just like, I too miss my brothers.
Yeah.
And it worked out. It was great. It was a great little scene.
Yeah. Well,
but internally, she's just like, tell me to see my sister. Tell me to see her.
Please.
if we have an inclination of where the other one is, we'll come back. Obviously.
Maybe she knows.
If she can tell us, unless she's not the one that speaks.
She is either the one who speaks or the one who hears. I was not able to get much from them whenever I went to their tube, because she is not the one who sees. That's me.
So if I'm understanding the whole your whole sister Trinity thing, I'm going to have to assume together the three of you can just see, speak, and hear across the planet. Am I picking that up?
Oh Lord.
She smiles at you in the same way she usually smiles at you, Hibiki.
Cool.
I love that she just doesn't talk to Hibiki.
Why don't you want to fucking talk to me? What am I doing wrong? It's because I'm...
It's okay,
Why
Hibiki.
am I Asian?
It's because we're tall.
It's because you're tall.
I do like how tall you are.
Oh, fucking hell.
Regardless, it's an invaluable boon, and it's the right thing to do, I suppose.
You see the warden look over toward the area once more that has the somewhat wet hay and things there. As she has now been told that is something that people that somebody is sleeping / laying on, she seems to have no real interest in it anymore. However, now that she has apparently done something over at her sister's place, she seems a lot more carefree than she was before. There's no longer a look of just complete anxiety across her face, hoping that you guys will say something. That being said, she looks toward the books and then stops and then looks back toward the four of you. There is a thing that I can do. However, I can only do it with them. I say to no one in particular.
Fucking.
She then goes to leave.
Yet another thing to move up on the priority list.
It feels like we have a lot of things moving up and down the priority list, yes.
Many things we need to make good on. All right. So, new plans. We find these draconic artifacts to try and release Michelle, and
Okay, as that is a part of it, yes.
we can do this as we travel. There's a beacon in the shrine to Artemis's father that we can
We have
get.
planted that as well.
Ship needs them to move on. And of course, we need to find that Empress of the Ocean.
A
Those are the
lot
big
of things
ones,
to
I
do.
think. Not as
And
complicated.
now you list
as
them in
one would think.
a nice, neat list like that, Gilgamesh. Now it really, we have a lot.
There are far more things, but those things we should focus on at the moment.
There was also something else you wanted to do last game, but if you do not want to do that anymore, that's fine.
I wanted to go see the peacekeepers or the peacetakers.
There was something you wanted to do in this room last week.
in this room. Oh yeah.
All right. I was
The
like,
giant Gorfo skull. How could I forget?
what are you talking about? That's Dracovic. It's completely unrelated, completely copyright-free skull.
Completely different. it's
Completely
completely different skull.
copyright-free.
Like that's not even the correct. That's a completely different skull.
Definitely not the end art of Zelda. You should all watch Zelda.
You guys were
Right, we're on
looking
the top
for
of
you guys
Dracovic.
were looking for draconic things, and you guys were wanting to figure out more stuff about different things that could and could not happen around them, those type of things. And I believe at one point you had brought up wanting to talk to Dragovic. It is up to you. You guys do not have to talk to Dragovic right now, but he is here.
Yeah, I mean we're literally here.
Yeah. He's here just taking a nap, like always.
You guys had not spoken with Dragovic since you guys picked them up inside of a manor and then brought them here and sat them down. So
Listen, man, it has been fucking crazy. All right,
It's been one of
outside.
those days
No,
where you
no,
don't
no,
want to
no.
wake up. Everything is fucked. Everybody.
I just think it's gonna be really funny as all.
Could talk. I don't see why not.
I don't see why not either. If they're just the one who listens, then we'll know.
I believe it's a skull, you know?
Yeah, they're not talking about the sister.
Oh, sorry. Someone texted me and I was replying.
We're texted.
I was texted by people.
Someone-
When did you get a BlackBerry?
Also, you know, the migraine I got from last game that made me repeat Muna. Still healing.
Still
I was
healing
actually
that.
just looking at your phone, just waving your hand like Muna.
Yeah, Muna.
She was on her
Heat
phone.
from fire, fire from heat.
You make your way over to Dragovic. As you do, you guys do remember the last time you guys had spoken with Dragovic was whenever you guys had basically lifted them, got them out of that trophy room that they were in. Currently, the skull on Dragovic is not alight with any sort of seemingly consciousness. That being said, you do know that it would if you were to address it or if you were to try to get things out of it. It is up to you.
Gilgamesh will try to address Dragovic. Just place a hand on him. Kindred, are you still with us?
Kindred. I've not heard that in a while.
Apologies. It has been apocalyptic outside.
I assume so. Though, from what I recall, it seems you have taken me out of that manor at least.
It was.
You have been for a bit, yes.
I felt it when it happened. When you brought me to this place. When you had used magic to traverse your way throughout the different areas of this strange world. I have seen whenever you have kicked up a bit of dust in whichever way and direction you went. I had even felt whenever you spoke to another one of our kind, the one that is dwelling deep within the mountain.
She is an impressive one.
Big. Very big, actually.
I do not know much on the sizings of dragons in these areas. I myself am no longer a creature of muscle and flesh and bone, and I have not been for a long, long time. But what is it you need? I am in your debt, Kindred.
You will not be for long. There is an ancient prison we are hoping to break open through draconic magic. There is tale of one of us summoned through magical ritual that can grant any wish. We are
Something called a Dragon Ball, or several of them, I believe.
we may not have access to all of them, potentially, but
If we have one in Fury and enough draconic items,
A dragon
might
ball.
be able to help break that prison.
I do not know much of what a Dragon Ball is. However, if you're speaking of the power of draconic beings, and the power that you could use of one, I can tell you now that has already happened with me before, and I did not much like it at the time. But I do owe you a debt. So at the very least I can tell you why, if you have the time.
of course.
Please go ahead.
My name is not Dragovic. Though, unfortunately, that is the only thing I was called for hundreds of years. At this point, I do not remember my real name. Those who held me, they bound me in these chains and cuffs and shackles made out of some kind of glass. A golden, yet deeply devilish glass. It was made to draw out the energies of those inside of it. And with this glass, this strange mineral they had gained from deep below, the mortals took from me. everything they could. I did not eat. I did not drink. I did not dream. When you speak of a prison, that is what I believe I was in. One that was constantly draining me for hundreds of years, until there was nothing left but bone. It is my luck that I was brought here afterward. I do not know what happened to me, but when I came to this world, I felt stronger, more free than I felt before. Yet I did not have a way to walk, I did not have a way to run, I did not have a way to move on my own, and thus I was quickly captured and brought to the place you had found me, forever bound yet again by another person. But you defeated Cocklicott. You took me from his storage and you brought me here. If there were anyone that I could share the last vestiges of my power with, it would be you.
Thank you. And I'm sorry.
Mortals are difficult. In my world, I was brought into existence because there were a great number of our kind, dragons, that were destroying, that were eating, that were killing indiscriminately every other bit of life but ours. My own kindred, my brother and sister, they wanted to help the humans, the elves, the dwarves. They wanted to give them as much aid as they could. I did not want to. I wanted to stay out of it. I wanted to leave. But I loved them. I did not like the idea that some from my brood would die in a needless fashion. And so we saved them, the mortals. Thanks to one of their kind that finally stepped up. But after they had died, and after peace had reigned, at least a little bit, they took me. The one thing I will say is that if you would like, I could take you. I could take you somewhere that I feel that power. The power of a dragon. That is what I offer you. I do not know how many times I can do it. I do not know if it is something that I can do even just once. But if you wish to find these dragon balls, or you wish to obtain a draconic artifact, I can take you to one of the few places I feel draconic energy. You just need to ask.
That for you, brother. Doing that. Did hurt you?
I do not know how many times I can do it. If I attempt to go beyond what has been given to me by this world, I may disappear. But I can at least do it once. I feel that I am in no danger of doing it once.
Is it safe to? It's safe to assume getting back here is what we need to worry about.
Potentially. I sense 5 great places to go. You may have already know some of them. You definitely know of the one in the mountains, at the least.
Right.
There is one to the sky in the south.
Right.
There's also one far to the east, in a cave.
We don't know of that one.
There's one to the north, upon a tree.
As Lord Akron.
And there's one deep in the depths of the waters to the south.
Oh. That looks different.
I can take you to any of those places, plus the area that you'd already been, toward the God Eater.
Right. We may need that to get to the ocean, under the ocean at least. We have an airship, not a submersible ship.
The hardest places for you to get to would most likely be the sky, the sea, or the cave.
The sky and the sea are fairly clear, I believe, but why the cave?
It is dangerous. The entire area around it, it moves, it breathes. Not only that, but it defends itself. If you were to walk to that place, you would be attacked by any number of defenses. But I can get you in the actual cave itself, bypassing them all.
You also know, from what you guys have been told about that area, because again, if they're talking about the area to the east, you're decently sure where they're talking about.
We can make a good guess.
You also know that going in that direction, this area and this area are not able to be passed by your airship quite yet. That's why there are the red lines there.
Can't believe we have to go to this beachside vacation in the pit of hell.
Wait, we're already going to the red line? We haven't even entered the grand line.
I'm gonna.
If the ship hovers off the ground, all we have to do is just go up onto the mountain like around here, and then just find ways to go up.
Okay, we shouldn't be applying Skyrim rules to this. It's not
No.
buddy.
No. You should definitely do that. Go into those mountains.
Fuck you.
I think you should do it.
Listen,
there's definitely nothing circled and ominous and cloudy about this mountain at all. I think you should go and do that.
It's just the cloud, bitch. Don't you worry about it.
right there.
Yeah,
I don't want to play Darkest Dungeon 2 yet.
That's where all the death claws are. That's where all the fucking death claws are. I can feel them in my bones. That's where all the death claws are.
But yes, when it comes to the areas, 100% they are talking about the area here, which would be the cave here. They're also talking about, from what you guys can think, potentially Lord Akron up on the top of the tree. Apparently he can just take you right there.
Teleport me right there.
That has a lot of implications.
Can we get out?
The
We don't know.
The sky, which is, you're decently sure, is going to be Storm. And somewhere in the water here, who knows? And of course, over here where God Eater is.
Yeah. we can just kind of walk that one.
Yeah, that one you guys don't have to worry about.
Yeah.
This has been something, by the way, the reason I bring it up, this has been something he could have done at any point since Kaklakat.
Okay, cool. Fuck you, I guess. Sick.
I give you 1 free boss battle teleporter pass. Use it to go anywhere you want. That's
Funny-
Zero Dragon.
I mean, the funny thing is, he technically could have, he doesn't feel it anymore because it's gone. He definitely could have gotten you up to Lord Cube as well.
I'm gonna fucking crash out.
I'm gonna kill you.
You just say that like we didn't do it. We did it. We
You
don't
did
have
it,
to
yeah.
worry about it.
You don't have to worry about it.
That's
Why are
ridiculous.
you mad? It means that we did it. And it was literally just like he looked at it and went, I'm going there. And then he was gone.
Look, I'm mad because it's easy to get mad at Deco.
How dare you?
He didn't say
Mad
that I'm
for other
wrong.
things. We'll have reasons. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm sure. I guess.
And again, he says he's not sure
Anyway.
how many times he can do it. He can at least do it once without hurting himself.
I
Okay,
think
so-
we should just do it once. I don't want to hurt him any further.
Just
we should-
once.
We should do it when we're. I mean, I don't want to do it right now.
Of course.
Because we got stuff, but
We don't want to do another Lord Cube impromptu entrance.
we just teleport in front of storm. It's like, well,
You just fucking go up to
Oh.
the great tree, you kick in the frozen over door of Lord Akron, and you're like, you're coming with us.
just drag it.
Get over here, old man.
Just drag him out. It's like, all right, just get up, you sleeping fuck.
Grab him by his leg and just drag him out, his face just grinding against the fucking floor.
I like the
Yeah,
idea that
exactly.
we just end up doing like a really weird like fucking weekend at Bernie's with him.
You bring him back to the library, you put him in front of Michelle, and it's just like, hubby.
Like, I still don't know what to feel about you. But
That being
nice
said,
see.
it seems that Dragovic can't really tell you much about their name as they had promised, unfortunately, because they don't remember their name. But they have a very interesting backstory where them and a couple of other dragons teamed up with like a mortal.
We know. We know. We've been
We
there.
know we
It
were
was
there.
It was the interim. God damn it. Anyway. Thank you. We should not use this power right now. There are too many other things, but no, we will make use of your offer.
I will warn you. If you do plan to use my power to help with these Dragon Balls, I do not know if I will have enough power to teleport you after that. So while I do offer this to you now, take note after performing another task, I may not be able to do such a thing anymore.
After you use the Dragon Balls, this teleport goes away.
Yeah, I figured. I understand, and it is not something that will deter us from our path. We will make it worthwhile.
Then do not worry on me. I will stay here, and I will be ready for if you ever have need of me. The music's kind of hype right now. It's going crazy.
I don't know where it comes from. Thank you.
You see the eyes of
The
Dragovic.
thing, do you see through those eyes, or do you just feel things?
I have gotten used to seeing without sight. As I said before, the mortals drained me of everything until I had no longer flesh, blood, muscle, or anything. But that was a long time coming. I had learned before that, far before that, how to see without my eyes. I can see all of you plain as day in front of me.
I was wondering if maybe I'd like to move you to the top area. What I understand of dragons, and that mostly means Gilgamesh, seem to like being higher up.
I believe I would like to stay here. When it comes to my own place before, I had spent my time mostly in caves. A place under the mainland. I believe that was one of the reasons why those mortals captured me. They believed me to be in league with the evil that was plaguing that world. Either that or that was an excuse, but I prefer being covered with a roof.
Looks back to the staircase for a bit. Is it a bit too much?
I understand that mentality. It is nice.
Finding a good cave that can fit your belongings, yourself. A good place for you to be able to stretch your wings out without actually having to fly. It was nice.
I miss
wonder
my
if they
cave.
ever found it. The treasures that I had hidden there.
Depends on how often the mortals came to bother you.
Oh, sorry.
What'd you say, Moon?
I know that. What am I gonna say?
Oh, I was saying, I still need to get used to that accent with this world.
What about the treasure?
Yes, that. In our world, we called it treasure.
That's strange.
Oh.
He just looks at Jack Effect, just okay. Just a look of all right.
Come on, man.
It's actually very funny. Amwale is a term that means cherish. So both of these worlds are named Cherish.
Cherish. It's all
That's funny.
cherish.
God damn it.
Cherish.
It's always been Cherish, always has been.
Well, that was what I originally called my world in the Amwale campaign. I originally called it the World of Cherish, and then I gave that name to the Kingdom Hearts world.
And then just Paladin Black walks through this fucking doorway over here, and it's just, what am I? How did I get here?
Should keep doing this for every game. There should just be a different version of Cherish.
I love multiverse
We'll
theory.
figure it out.
I like
I'll do
multiverse practice.
Cherish.
Well, as long as this area reminds you of home, I'm glad that can be of some respite to you.
If you have need, I will be here.
I have one last question for you. If this magic works, if it's proven to work, what would you wish for?
Hmm.
5 donuts and 2 large coffees.
You're
Okay,
making
but-
me go and grab a name, and I hate you for it.
Yay!
No,
It's my
I
favorite
hate it
time
when
of
there's
day.
roleplay in my role-playing game. Go get it!
I gotta go get a name. Give me a second.
I know I should have just ran a Binding of Isaac. Yeah, it should have just been Dungeon Crow.
We should have just been playing GURPS. What the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
No, not that. Go back. Is it this one? All the way to the bottom.
Welcome to the Binding of Isaac RP. You see your mom. You may run.
Hey. Crying is a free action.
But don't get cocky about it.
It's in one of these folders.
Sorry.
There it is. I found it. No, it's fine. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, there it is.
Visit Mira.
Mira.
Visit Mira. They are, in my world, the mother of dragons.
Ah, I see.
I would wish to speak with them. I would wish to know that even if I am beyond the scope of my world, that I could still be with them after I pass. That is where all of our dragons from our world we always wish to go. We wish to return to visit Mira, the goddess of life. In my world, the dragons were gifted to the world by Visit Mira. They gave what was most precious to them to try and court the goddess of that world. That is why we dragons love that world so much. We love it for Visit Mira. We will always look to Visit Mira's cherished one. And anytime we hear the voice of their cherished one, we will stop and listen. I believe that is a trait we share with many dragons. A love of music. Music is the voice of the goddess Selenel.
That is a good wish, I think. If... No, I will not promise something I cannot guarantee I can do. We will see what happens.
If you ever figure out anything, if you ever find a way to speak with a god on Visit Mira, if you were to give me a single scrap of information, that is all I want before I pass. I think that is why I so cling to life even as I am, despite the fact I should have died long ago. I cannot die without knowing I can return to visit Mira. It will not happen.
Mortals could take everything from us, but that is shared regardless of world. Our indomitable spirit. I will see what I can do.
They came close, kindred. But I am proud to say that they did not take it.
and I'm very happy about that. He just puts a gentle hand on Drakovich and just, well, we must go. The night's still long. We have to make use of what light we have.
You feel as you have your hand on Dragovic, the eyes on Dragovic do seem to somewhat fade, as if he is allowing you guys to be away from his presence, away from his sight. But again, you feel that if you do go to address them at any point, they can and probably will wake themselves up again.
Right. Gilgamesh is ready to go. Forgot what we're gonna do next.
I love how I've told you guys.
Moving on, huh?
I love how I've told you guys about like all the bad parts about the gods of the Amway world, yet I still get to talk about how much the things on those planets still love them.
Yeah, there's some sort of abusive relationship happening.
Because, like, again, one of the big things is a lot of the gods just sort of gave Selenel/Anwale like a bunch of shit, trying to be like, hey, date me, to a point where two of them, the sun and the god of the sun or alchemy and the god of dragons, basically was like, we'll split it. And then one of them said, I'll go for the moon. One said, I'll go for the world. Like, it is literally because of the goddess of dragons that the entirety of Amwale believes that their moon and world goddess are two different people.
Just, I like the idea of forced polycule.
It's great, and I also love that. I just love that. It's just the beings unironically love these gods, and they just can't. These gods don't know what they got. It's funny.
You're selling
thing
out.
with it is,
Everyone wants to have sex with you.
the thing with it is, it's not that the gods don't like them, right? they just, you know, it's the same kind of like you would have for, hey, that's my cup. Nobody can touch my cup. That's my cup.
You know, that somehow feels worse than just being neglected.
It's more like a pet.
It's the dragons for Visibmira are like, those are my things. I gave my things to you. Doesn't that make you want to kiss me?
I literally gave you an iPhone. Why are you not interested?
I literally gave you a piece of cheese. Why are you not enchanted with me?
And the cheese is sentient.
How come you haven't talked back to me?
Text me back, please.
I showed you my dick. Why didn't you respond?
I was gonna say I showed you my dragons. Please.
I show you my Dragovic.
Wow.
Gotta get him out while the game's not going.
That sun guy absolutely would be that way. He sounds like a complete prick. Anyway.
You guys, at this point, you have the floor. At this point, you guys have several different places you can go. You have several different things that you believe you can sort of kind of do relatively quickly. But that's up to you guys, which ones you want to do and which ones if you want to jump into something quick or if you want to jump into something that will take longer. It's up to you guys. Nom, 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 nom. Twizzlers are pretty good.
Yeah.
You still eating the Twizzlers?
I have
There's
5
5
pounds
pounds
of them.
of them.
Oh, right. I suppose that you're gonna be there for a while, huh?
I haven't eaten that many. This is gonna be here
I am
forever.
reminded of the time I cut the can of nacho cheese.
Put the bag on a fucking scale right now. Anyway.
Well, it's not even a bag. It's like a box thing, like a plastic box.
Okay. In any case,
Gilgamesh, I must say, the list of things to do has only increased since the last time we had this conversation.
Remains basically unchanged.
I will say, this seems. It's gonna sound wild. What Dragovic just said seems very doable to you guys right now. Because all he asked was that if you get information or if you ask a god about
that one's like
about
if you get a smidgen of info,
and you guys already know looking over at Muna, who basically is constantly talking to gods.
Yeah.
Hey Muna, can you get on WhatsApp, please?
Yo, Hades, you up?
Yo, Hades, what you wear? I'm playing.
Yo, Hades, what you wearing?
I believe when it would send that.
It's up to you. You guys know that currently you can't talk to Hades in here because you're in the library.
Yeah.
But if you guys did want to go and attempt to speak to Hades, or again, go and try to speak with any of the other plenty of gods that you guys are wanting to save / talk to at some point, easy. This seems like something you guys can
dark
get.
Side.
This is something you guys can get done in many different ways. There's a god down below that you guys have been talking to that is a statue.
The dark side's still there.
Oh, probably.
Oh boy.
That's a lot.
Yeah, there still have 2 dark sides to kill.
I only have one piss side left.
This side and the dark
yeah.
side that Hades has.
Mhm.
Right. He has one like a fucking Pokemon on his PC.
As we're getting a bunch of texts from people like, hey, why haven't you done our quest yet? Sorry, we're having selection anxiety.
I'll get to it in a minute. It's all right. Alduin doesn't do anything until I move the plot forward.
This feels like whenever I get into World of Warcraft and like I like stockpile all the quests, it's like, oh, I'll get to them.
And then you get to max level and it's like, why's my quest log full? So
If you guys want any sort of reminders on the things you want to do, I can tell you. If not, have at.
I'm still after checking the Peacekeeper area, but this is basically just, do we want to first, I guess, do the talk to Hades? Because we can just walk outside.
I think that
We can walk and talk that shit.
we could check the manor and guess on the way Muna can talk to Hades potentially. And after that, I know what I want the itinerary to be, but that we can talk about that after because there's someone at the Peace Takers that's been
Then
wanting to speak
Hades
to
is
you.
gonna be like, okay, I have 3 quests for you.
And it's like,
I didn't have any, but then I thought about it and I added more.
I made up this new idea. It's called the Hades Cup.
The Hades Cup.
Brand new idea. Tell me you love it.
But yeah, if you guys want to,
that's-
you can start making your way to making your way back to Cocklecot Manor, which is now the new Peacetakers place.
You gotta change the name of that immediately. We'll rip that fucking sign off. Don't worry. Fuck Cocklecot Manor.
You guys
Your real name.
go to make your way out. As you do, Muna,
Yeah.
if you would like, you could attempt to try to talk to Hades on your way there. You guys know that making your way toward the manor is not that difficult, especially now that you don't have to worry about people stopping you from going. Essentially, what you need to do is just get to the top of the area of the town, and you can just ask a peace taker to literally like let you jump in the back of their truck, and they will take you up there.
I think it's best we do it now because I'm going to forget later.
Okay.
Fair.
Are we going to be chatting with Hades?
Yes.
So we're chatting with Hades.
Mhm.
Or in the back of someone's Toyota Hilux. Let's go, baby.
Muna,
Hello.
you walk with all of your allies. You go to make your way toward the top of the area, and you were waiting. You're like, I'm gonna wait till we get inside one of the vehicles. That way, you know, I can just sit and chat. We don't have to have to be distracted. We have to keep our eyes open in case any Heartless come. You get in the vehicle. You sort of casually go and call out to Hades.
Oh, great and powerful Hades, I humbly request an audience upon thee.
That wasn't what I wanted to do. Where's it at? There it is. Muna.
See, you're sad right now.
Muna, you get no response. Even
No
if even
response.
waiting for a little bit of a response, like you would, like maybe they're busy or God, whatever. You get no response. Rubicante/Hades gives no indication that they hear you.
That is odd. Very odd.
What is odd, Muna?
I haven't been hearing them respond. You heard me moments ago trying to call to them. I thought them busy, so I just assumed I'd have to wait, but
He hasn't answered.
not just that, it feels like they can't hear me.
Why would they not be able to hear you?
I
Was
don't know.
Something happened?
Perhaps something is meddling with our connection. We do have others of the deity variety we can talk to. Perhaps there we'll learn more. I would hope someone would know what's going on. Is there something that happened recently that would sever our connection, though?
I don't believe you tried talking to your god since you returned from space, have you not?
Do you think that travel? Something happened between then and now?
Potentially. It has been a night. Well, I guess for all of you, it's been several. About 3 or 4 days since then, because of your training. You guys see Fully just sort of like flying out, not coming out of the beard this time, coming out of like one of the folds of the newly obtained cloak at this point.
Yeah.
I have options now. I don't have to sit on this stinky beard.
There's still a chance that it could be possible it's me. It could be possible I just
Well,
can't contact them at this moment. But I am concerned.
Fully looks over toward you, Zarel. As they do, it just makes me worry because of the other.
I was going to say, yes. If they are 4, and we know one of them is in trouble, maybe those 2 things happened at the same time.
Now that you mention it, that would make sense. It seems
The third
it's
one
not
is
gonna-
well. Know what the third one is.
What was that one saying before? There were 4 of them. One of them apparently split into 2. But they're both missing at the moment. There was the one that attacked all of us, and you guys gave over toward that other fiend. That being said, I doubt they would know anything if they've been with them the whole time.
It would be hard to.
There's Hades, which we hadn't checked on for quite a while. And then there's the
Appears
4th
to
they
be
told us to
gone,
look
and-
for. The one that
the-
was off to the east, right?
Scarmage Leona?
If there is something happening with Hades, we can assume that oddly enough, the safest one is the one with God Eater.
The irony of the.
But we'll get no information from them.
No, they're split and mad.
That it seems a quest has opened for me. I may need to find what's going on.
We could
If
always return
anything-
to that area that we saw Hades before. Though it may be difficult to get down into that prison too easily.
Difficult, but not impossible. Never impossible.
I would like to do this, but I don't think it has to be as soon as possible.
There is still the one other deity we know. The one that is
Yes.
down, and the one that is down underneath everything. Outside of where that golden dark side is.
Yes.
The forgotten god.
I would like to investigate this. However, I do understand it would be meddling with the affairs of gods.
I believe that the gods are asking us to meddle with the affairs
Well,
of gods.
Yes, I understand this. But if we do this, what I'm saying is the trials will not be simple. We'll have to be fully prepared for it.
And was anything simple since we
They haven't been quite simple, I agree. But I understand your point, Muna. We have to be careful.
I'm just worried. It seems like everything is sort of all happening at once now.
Right.
We were just told by Buya that there apparently should be other Keyblade wielders coming to this place and aiding with whatever's happening here, but none of them have shown. There's also the gods, something happening with them, something attacking or manipulating them in some way. There is the king of this place currently being manipulated / attacked and is now asleep on the top of the great tree. It seems that every figure that is strong or has some kind of authority in this place are being taken away from us.
And that's most likely not a coincidence.
The most fortunate thing for us won't be a simple mission, but a connected one. We might be fortunate it's all related. But unfortunately, that would mean we're dealing with something very dangerous.
Dangerous, but still potentially just mortal. So not dangerous for long once we find it.
I admire the confidence.
You guys would
Sorry.
find, you can continue after I say this, you guys would find that you are coming up on the manor at this point, and the town that surrounds it.
Just remember, we are dealing with something that affected the gods, mortal or not. Let's not get overconfident.
You can be a little confident.
Yes, but not over.
I've only ever had the exact amount of confidence needed in anything we've done.
Okay.
Hmm.
You guys will find. I will not grab the map because I don't think you guys need it.
Yeah.
It's the manor, just so you know. It's there.
It's the manor. It's the manor. You know, you've seen.
Maybe
if
I
you've
want to pull my
seen,
pockets full of cheese again.
if you've seen the manor, you've seen them all. You've seen one
Oh, yeah?
manor. You've seen them all.
And we
If
also
this
spent
is
time
a
out.
manor, how come the owner was so rude to us?
Aha! 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 Aha!
Can I put you out of the truck or?
Aha!
Oh, that was funny, Muna. Just so you know.
I agree.
The others might not believe, but I believe.
You guys will find upon getting let out from the area that there is a person waiting just outside of Cocklecot's Manor for all of you. You find that not only are there several of the power armors that were often around. One of them you recognize to be Neo, the large one that is usually alongside of where Tordalor is. But you also find that there appears to be another person waiting for you there. You guys see Joda, as well as I'm trying to remember how we said the name.
Give you a minute.
Blobathan?
Yeah.
Yay. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it.
You guys find that standing outside of the manor, as if they're waiting for all of you, because again, you would know that the peace takers have ways of communicating between themselves. You would find that there is a Tortolor, there is a Neo, and of course there is a Joda with Blobathan.
It's really funny watching Tor and Joda with their arms crossed. It feels like they're our parents and they're mad at us.
See, they have their arms crossed at each other.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
You'll have a lot of explaining to do. Why are the police here?
Because I called that.
But yes, you guys make your way over toward them, at which point Joda gives a bit of a wave in your guys' direction. A slight look of annoyance on his face, but it seems as if things are cordial enough. Nobody's pointing guns at each other. Tor looks over at all of you. As she does, she gives a bit of a smile, looking in your guys' direction. She seems very much happy to see you, which is again different
Strange.
for Tor.
We did give her, in fact, an entire manor to be her outpost.
It's very true.
Just looks between the two of them. Just
Welcome back.
it's been a while.
It has. All of you have been quite absent. I was able to make my way back to our old base and then come to this one quite easily. Blobathan missed you.
I'm sure he did.
Blobathan like looks over at you guys, goes like, hey, and then just flies off.
Oh, he missed us.
Oh, Blobathan, it's been such a pleasure to see you again.
It has been chaotic since we last met.
You can say that again.
I feel like you are not referring to what I am referring.
There has been, similar to what you all had told me whenever you have released me, there appears to have been a hostile takeover of my group.
Are there other kinds?
I would like to think that this is less than hostile and more of a needed takeover. You were gone and the world was invaded by a bunch of dark shadow bugs. It's not my fault no one wants to follow you anymore.
That's not what's going on.
Currently, it does seem as if most of the peacekeepers, currently it seems as if most of our people are not completely wishing to follow either of us fully. Seems that my provocations of the king have gotten under a lot of people's skin. And it seems as if a lot of them still think that while I am somewhat single-minded in my attempt, I am also the only one that has done something and that has gotten results when it comes to these creatures. Aside from the four of you, that is. Currently, when it comes to everything, outside of the four of you and that Keyblade wielder, me and my people are the only ones who can destroy those Heartless entirely. We are the only ones that figured out how to use the flame that is beneath them, that is beneath our feet.
The flame that you keep sole custody over.
It's dangerous. Even if we were to tell people about it, they need a power suit in order to wield it. The cartridges that we have made are very, I guess, what's the word that I can best describe them?
Volatile.
Temperamental. Volatile is a good one as well. I wouldn't have even handed anything off to all of you if I didn't know it was going to be somewhat utilized well. She looks over toward Hibiki, which I assume they have.
Yes.
Good.
Very well.
That being said, currently we are in a bit of a discussion on how we should go on ahead. At this point, my people wish to go back to, well, protesting, doing things over near the Great Tree, the upper city, trying to get better lives. But those of us with any sort of military understanding, as well as those with us that have any sort of understanding in general on how to go about things, realize that we can't just be protesting right now. There are literal monsters coming out of the ground and eating people.
Well,
She
those
looks
seem
over to Joda.
counterproductive.
Protesting is definitely good to shape the future. And we'll definitely do our part to make sure you can focus on the protesting more.
I don't mind protesting. I sincerely do not. If I did, I wouldn't have done it before all of this even happened. But there is a time and a place
Exactly.
for being peaceful.
And that's why we'll work together to make sure that can happen.
I feel like
Tell
we're
them
missing
that.
I just feel like we're missing something. Oh no, what?
Currently, everybody seems to be split between myself and Tor. And unfortunately, as much as we want to just sort of try to see if we can get things through before we decide who's in charge of things, it's difficult to wrangle both sides together. At this point, the best we can do is take care of them. Currently, Neo is the only one that's able to make their way off and do much of anything outside of this place. The rest of them have to watch over both settlements. We can't leave this place. The things that are deep within that Cocklicot had here are are most invaluable to anything we have. We can't just leave this place to get raided by another group or by those things. So we're spread thin. If we want to take care of the rest of the peacekeepers, and if we want to have somewhere to go back to, we need to have most of us watch things over, which unfortunately means we have to leave things up to all of you and the Keyblade wielder.
Well, there are others that wander the city. Those that try to help others, Prescott and his, they do not have the white fire, though.
Yeah.
You tried speaking to them about this.
There is a thought that I had whenever I had spoken with Prescott before, just a few days back. I had thought to bring the rest of the peacekeepers, the ones that want to actually just not combat these things, over there. The problem with that is, if you're not going to say it, I will. It would be suicide for our forces. Right now, the people out here that are working with us, without them, we're not able to completely make sure that those of us who can fight without worry. Neo has been making their way off and through, working day and night. As much as I want him to, he doesn't even take breaks very well. Whenever he does, the people who are working with us make him meals. They take care of him. They make sure that he can get up to go and do things again. If they go off over to your library, that's it. We won't have anyone to take care of our military forces. Which is essentially going to make them worthless in any sort of defense. The further this thing goes, the less rations we have, the more, unfortunately, we have to hold back. As the days go by, we have less and less, yet I see that a lot of people seem to have more and more. We saw a shipment the other day going over toward the west. I tried to stop them, but how do I put it? As soon as we got close, we felt tired. Neo was able to get close enough to them. However, to be easier. Neo, can you show them? He looks to you guys. As he does, he steps forward. The man named Neo, for the first time ever, goes to take off his helmet.
Holy shit.
As he does,
I expect to see the sole survivor under there.
we don't have any art for him, unfortunately.
Okay.
But as he
Here's the
does,
message.
Not yet.
as he does take his helmet off, he seems to just show like a nice clean shaven, clean looking military boy. But you do find that whenever he shows off his neck, there appears to be a long, wide bruise around his neck as if someone choked him.
What?
It has to be that power, right?
What?
Power?
Leaves to about that bird.
He collapsed as soon as he tried making his way over toward those people with the shipment. He said that he wasn't able to breathe.
When you say worse.
Power of authority, wouldn't it?
Muna, they seem to be talking about
Power.
I'm glad that you logged in. It's good to...
It was interesting. Whatever this strange that he was, it was able to get through his armor and again completely deprive of him any kind of anything. If it wasn't for the fact the power suit itself was keeping him standing, he probably would have collapsed.
Magic. It cares a little for your fancy technology. But some of us more than others know this magic too well.
Yes.
That place to the southwest.
The reason we had tried to stop them is because they took from the village around us. Off to the slight west of here, there is a bit of a village you guys must have passed several times. Cocklicott usually used it to store a bunch of his different things for himself. There are farmlands and other types of things around there, and those Heartless don't seem to care about them. So everything there was fresh and ready. However, a couple of days back, we took note that a force had made their way there and was taking large amounts of things from the farmlands. There was no people really keeping them. However, there were a couple who were making their way to and from that area. They're missing now.
Either enslaved or dead, most likely, considering what we know of this magic.
Whenever we had tried to make our way to it, I unfortunately went down first. And then whenever Neo tried to get close enough to stop them, he started getting choked out. He was only able to defend himself briefly by firing off his weapon. They seemed to recoil from it. I mean, who wouldn't whenever a flamethrower is going at your face? But he then couldn't continue. If it wasn't again for whatever the system is inside that suit that keeps people alive, I fear he would have died already. Whenever I'd spoken with Prescott about it, it seems like this place, or this thing from his world, are able to somewhat show vitals of the people inside of them. Not only that, it does reduce some kind of strain on them and keep them upright.
Fascinating.
From what Tor had said, Tor Delor, right? From what Tor Delor had said, his neck looked as if it was jerked. I'm glad she didn't make her way there first. I would be careful about them. Like you said, if it is this magic that doesn't care for things, I guess it doesn't matter if you're wearing suits of armor or not, but whatever they do, get too close and you're affected by it. That being said, I'm sure you came here for a reason.
I'm under the impression people need to speak with us.
Oh, you
One
finally got that
person.
message, did you?
It has been tumultuous lately.
It's been complicated.
To the
We
east.
fell out of a space station.
To the east by the mounds. There's a couple of mounds at the base of the dam. There's a few people who seem to have made their way from the southern continent. They were specifically looking for... They look over toward where Zarel is. Apparently, they call you the Great Leviathan there.
I have taken to that, yes.
They were specifically looking for you. I told them that they were able to stay here if they wished to wait for you to come here, but they did not seem to want to.
So they're off there then.
Not far away. They have been trading with us as well. They can make their way throughout the different waterways relatively easily. They bring us fish as well as other things they find from the dam whenever it had unfortunately let all of the water out through. So we've gotten quite a number of supplies from them. If it wasn't for the fact that they were here, most likely we would have had to have left this place a lot sooner because of what the other group had done with us. Oh, and one more thing. We received word that there is a movement coming from the other side of the dam, off to the east. Apparently, the
Sort
Ranger
of
Knights are on the
movement?
move.
Oh,
Really?
From what our intelligence is, they seem to be moving in great numbers as well.
Are they heading towards the forest?
They're heading everywhere.
that is very bad.
I wonder why. Because considering Akron's currently comatose.
Currently, a lot of them seem to have been making their way up toward the upper city. I've seen some of them marching through the desert, potentially making their way toward the Welcome City. I'm not entirely sure if they plan to make their way into the lower city or not, but let's be honest, they weren't going to go there without a crisis. Why would they go there during one? It seems from our intelligence that they don't have much of a reduced number, which is interesting. Unfortunately, that means that they have far more manpower than us.
Quantity does not make up for quality.
And they definitely can't be trusted.
No.
You see that Neo raises his hand. As he does, he makes a motion over toward where the waterway is and over toward where the forest is off to the east of the dam.
Mm-hmm.
As he does, he reaches down to grab a blade off of his waist, and it looks like for a second he begins to hold it as if in a marching position, and then he jerks. Like he seems to jerk his hand off to the side, and then sort of lay it sideways, like in his hand. Right. There is one other thing that is interesting about them. They appear to be acting sporadically. They're marching. They're going about things well enough, but apparently they are very twitchy with their weapons. Forgive Neo, he's getting used to not speaking. Whatever they did to his neck is, well, causing things a little bit rough up there. We've tried giving him cures, but they haven't really seemed to do much.
If
That power to poison this world as well.
From what I've been told, I don't know much about it. You may know more, Muna. But from what we've been told, it's some kind of a curse, which means it can't be gotten rid of by curing magic. Maybe if we had a powerful user of any kind of light or holy magic, we could, but unfortunately, we don't have anybody that has anything like that.
Only my brother would
We'll find one. Even if I have to be one myself.
If you think you can, that'd be great. We have several people who are, I guess you would call them cursed because of this. Neo is one of them, though the rest of them aren't as fortunate to be as integrated into a suit as him. Neo nods and puts his helmet back on.
So that's why you're having issues. A portion of your forces are also incapacitated.
As I said, if we have the rest of them make their way over towards your library, there'll be no one left to take care of us. The ones who can walk are the ones that are currently patrolling the lower city, still looking for survivors, and of course the ones patrolling around here to make sure we have a place to go. All the rest of them, unfortunately, are bedridden because of this curse.
We must kill that curse bet and curse maker of that.
Neo is the only one that's been able to take the curse brunt on and still walk around.
Well, he is fortunate then. I wish I turned slave to whoever cast it. Isn't that right, Nuna?
It's less that they would turn slave and more that they would be coerced to because of pain. Like, there's no mind control aspect. It's more, do what I say or you die.
Yeah, like slavery. So.
Yes. I'm just saying, like, they wouldn't turn
More
into it.
literal than magical.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay, making sure.
He's like, they turn, you got it.
It's not mind control. I don't care for consent.
Yeah.
It's kind of the worser version, but kind of not. It's slavery. Don't do it.
You can argue about that in the comments below. I'm not getting involved in that.
Comment below if you want to see this person casting.
If you think slavery is bad.
Yeah, tell us if you think we're going to kill the Confederacy mage that's doing this to everyone.
We gotta get those Confederacy mages.
The Confederacy mages. Okay. All right.
Isn't that what the Force Knights aren't they?
The Ranger Knights.
Don't worry about that. That's before we get too deep in this.
Apparently those guys are really jerky with their weapons.
I don't think those guys are doing good.
Haven't we heard of something like that before? Have we fought beings that were
in
like
this
that?
manner.
The caught in this very manner.
Who knows, man?
So
Yeah, we.
you'll give us
Can't all be me golems.
So Gilgamesh, and all this is just so it's fairly clear to me, I think, why the knights are acting that way. It might be golems just like the ones at this manor were. You remember?
Potentially.
Jerky, twitchy.
It would make sense if they
weapons.
continued to keep their numbers up despite having the Heartless attack. One of two things would have had to have happened at that point. Either they were somehow able to get away from the attack, which, to be honest, they are relatively well informed for having been attacked like all the rest of us out of nowhere, or they have been using the time that since the attack to gain their numbers back through whatever methods they're using.
My assumption, the entirety of that tree up there has been compromised by the Heartless. And those that puppet them.
Who knows? Either way, it doesn't look like they're planning on making their way into the lower city, at least.
For now, until they get restless.
Do we know? Oh, sorry.
No. Do we know what?
Do we know someone of holy magic we could speak with?
The forgotten god underneath the city might have that kind of magic.
Then that's perfect.
The only other being we are aware of that could have some potential power like that would be the Lost, but Again, they're lost.
No. We need to speak with the gods anyway. And I think it's a perfect time.
You tried that already. You couldn't get to Rubicanti.
Indirectly, yes. But perhaps if we head towards that place, we'll get more information.
Well, if
Not
you're going to head
just
toward
about-
anywhere, I would say head toward those people that are looking for you first, but
Obviously.
Right.
at the moment, it looks as if we are needing to wait for you to take care of those people. If you are planning on doing anything about them, until they are
Obviously.
dealt with, or until this curse is dealt with, there's not a lot we can do for you. Tell me, I heard a rumor.
And
Is
what
it-
rumor is that?
Is it true that the king is missing?
Missing is hyperbolic. We know what he is.
You
He
do?
simply he encased himself in ice up on the palace to protect himself. He is currently comatose.
I don't think it was to protect himself.
It was in case he was going to do something that wouldn't, to protect everyone else, basically, as far as we understand.
What, does he think he's going to do something?
He's in a dark place and is in need of help.
Poor.
If you wish to put your wrath towards any monarch that deserves it, the one to the west is causing this pain to your people. Focus it somewhere useful toward a lord. Otherwise, they will all die.
I'm going to have her roll real quick.
But this is the perfect time.
That's a pretty good self-containing roll there.
Self-control.
She looks over at you, Gilgamesh, and she goes, there may not be another chance, though.
Know who your current enemy is.
I would get no satisfaction out of killing him in his sleep. If it's gonna happen,
Well.
it'll happen on my terms.
Good.
That is the most self-control I've ever seen you have.
Feel joy at this, Shoda. It means you are not solely responsible for this place anymore. The risk was real, man. Until we can...
What actually happened back then?
I've already told you.
You told us everything.
We've...
At best, he allowed someone inside of the safest place in the world. He allowed someone inside there who would kill my sister. At best, he is negligent. At best, he neglected her long enough for her to die. At worst, he killed her himself. And every single time I go to him to do anything, he lets me.
Have you ever considered that he's just a broken man?
Something we have in common.
And the assassin's dead?
From what he says. If there was one, apparently it's gone. Again, I don't think that he would have killed her himself. But that is far from the only out-of-character thing he's done these past few years. You say he's a broken man. Maybe he's broken because of what happened to my sister. Or maybe he's broken because of what he did to her. Either way, I have nothing else to push any of this onto but him. I know I'm not being rational. And again, I've mentioned this before, but there's something else going on right now, and I understand that. But hearing that he has sealed himself away somewhere on top of the great tree, it doesn't make me happy. He's worried that he's going to do something or worried that something's going to happen. Something already has happened.
You're not wrong. Under his rule, something has happened. A lot of bullshit has happened. One of them being Hestisboa continuing to be a fucking monster right underneath his nose. To a point that if you've noticed inconsistencies like you said, it could have just been Hestisboa pretending to be him at the time.
Why are you bringing up Hestisboa?
Because
He's a bastard.
A monster that's had a hand in most of the atrocities his planet's seen, from what we've understood.
What?
He's controlled the Heartless. He knew about them before they showed up here, and he seems to be part of a big group that has been doing shit in the shadows with them.
Trying
Out of character, I'm just like, we really didn't tell her?
You guys have never mentioned Hestisboa in front of her in the entire campaign.
We have not had a chance to.
We have
We've been
found out a lot about this man.
we've been busy.
He is just a scientist.
To believe that means he's fooled you too.
But he's
the reason many Cherish have no memories of their past lives. Motions too. Fucking Zoral.
He was here that night that we fought Cockroach. He's been working with him and several other people, undermining this entire world. And other worlds. He had a
You
hand
can think of
creating
something
Cube.
right now. He probably had a hand in it, so far as we understand.
but
He probably has been talking to my bio father.
but he's I mean,
But he's what?
he doesn't have any reason to be against the Cherish. He is a Cherish. He loves the Cherish.
He has
Awesome.
experimented on 4 of them that have lost their past live memories at this
That
point.
You're
That we
wrong.
know of. We're not.
We've spoken to them. Survey and Scout both were working with him at one point. His machine is what caused it. He's been causing nothing but misery here.
He's even
Rubiconti, the god of death, destroyed a lab full of people that were working with him.
Hibiki, roll me for your negotiation, please.
I have to do the put. What do I do to give him like 8 rules?
Oh, Hibiki, go. Go, Hibiki, go.
You also got
Oh,
a heroism. I'll
Hibiki,
give you the
go.
heroism. It's right there.
Yay, heroism! Yay!
Heroism.
Rolling the heroism first and getting a +2.
Yeah,
So
it's
just went-
4.
I will roll this red dice
Oh wait,
because I
that
remember
should be
having
that should be the
issues.
H. I gave you a inspiration instead. Oh well, that's the H.
Oh.
So it's a plus
That's
2
so
either
far.
way.
That's a +2.
Uh,
How many rerolls do I have?
You have 1 reroll.
Ah, 1 reroll. Thank you, chat. You're the best.
um,
You have 1 reroll.
12. Ah, thank you,
Yes.
chat.
One more. Do it again. Do it again. Roll
So
again.
far, the highest is 12.
You have 1 reroll.
15.
15.
Okay.
All right, roll higher than that. Come on, you can do it.
I know I can do that.
You have 1 reroll.
I mean, yeah, you did it.
God.
I would have laughed if it was 17.
So 16 plus 4. Unnat 20.
Do-do. No, that doesn't make sense.
I literally fought him myself.
There has to be a reason behind it.
Why
Yes.
doesn't it make sense? What are you thinking?
Because he's done everything possible to try to help Cherish. He was the one who helped with everything that I've seen going on with the world of Cherish. He's helped the king with all of their projects. He's helped my sister with her project. It's she stops. He helped find them.
I do.
What?
Are you a Tor? My sister was trying to find the Cherish. Her and Hestus Boa figured out a way to find the Cherish eggs. The ones that were lost. When was this? She seems to just stare off into space for a sec.
It was
When
before
was
she
it?
was assassinated, wasn't it?
There was a man. He was sort of like a what do you call a doctor that like takes blood and plasma?
Plague Doctor?
Sure. Hestus Boa brought him in to aid with my sister. They found out that they could track Cherish eggs through blood. They had the same sort of feeling in them, the same sort of stuff in them that just regular Cherish had. So they eventually made this system or this thing that could allow them to find any of the ones that were lost out there, any of the ones that were taken. But it never got off the ground because my sister died.
I believe that you are mistaken about that. We had many eggs.
No.
There are at least 5 Cherish that have had something to do with Hestus and Boa. And all 5 of them suffer the same affliction. Either Hestus or Cinder, Scout or Survey, or Artemis. The girl that was locked here, Artemis. They even killed Artemis's father, the White Lion. I saw that with my own eyes. No, a vision.
Well, now I know one of the people who is obviously the blood signifier of the list of names that we have.
You can, at the very least, yes.
The one that was with him, I think he was a human man. He had sort of like a business attire on, sleek back hair. He was smart. I was younger though. I stayed away from him mostly.
You sense the danger, smart.
No, I mean, maybe
Well, now we have another potential descriptor for the list of Lord Cube's and Boba's
it can't be right because of something else.
What else is it?
The king said he killed the assassin, right? Neither of those two are dead.
Well, maybe they had help. Maybe they didn't die. Boa is apt in illusion magic, considering what he did to Cinder for years.
But-
Dressing up as Akron.
All the king has to do is believe that the assassin is dead. Doesn't have to be
Like they just
the
said.
actual one.
Like they just said, he's a broken man. People make mistakes. He might have thought he got who it was, but
Maybe he got the wrong one.
Maybe.
wouldn't be the first time somebody got falsely imprisoned or taken out because of something. Or maybe they had a third person with them. Either way. You're sure about this?
Toa.
You're sure
We are
about Hestus
strangers.
Boa?
Toa.
I
We
am
are
very
strangers to this world. Why would we have reason to lie to you?
I don't think you're lying, but you may be mistaken.
Tor, Whisper is alive. If you didn't already, we're aware of that.
Sorry. I said something whisper. Man, I can't remember the names of shit.
We saved her from her imprisonment in the castle up to the north, where she's been experimented on by Hestus Boa.
Well, from what we got told by Hibiki, Boa himself came to greet him when we went there.
I saw through the eyes of Artemis herself the magic. I lost memory. Boa was there. Boa killed her in her past life. Boa killed her father. The fact we even have his egg still is a miracle. That I have no doubt. And he worked with a man in a black robe. His face I cannot see.
Black robe.
Top to bottom, gloves, boots, covered.
I've seen,
Not an ounce
I've
of
seen
skin.
that.
You have?
Seen
Where?
it.
If you're telling the truth, I know of people in black robes. I've seen them whenever I was visiting my sister. They said that they were robes that protected against magic and stuff like that. I thought that all of those scientists wore them.
All of them wore it.
There were around a dozen or so of them, a little bit over a dozen.
Did your sister have one?
They were all supposed to wear one. Yeah.
It looks to the others.
There's a very important question that I have to ask you, Tor.
Yeah.
Did you bury her body? Was there a funeral for her?
There was a funeral, yes.
And you know for a fact she was buried.
She nods.
Was it on the tree or was it down here?
It was where she wanted to be buried.
Where?
She wanted to be buried in the roots of the tree.
That place Estes Bow is desperate to find an entrance to.
He won't find it.
He almost did.
There's only one safe entrance into that area.
I didn't say he found a safe one.
Where is it?
The only one who can get into it is the one that has the key.
You need to be more specific what you mean by key.
You see her reach into her pocket. She takes her mechanical arm, and as she does, she brings out what appears to be a small keychain in her hand.
A keychain?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's what Gilgamesh says in character. A keychain. Okay.
Belonged to my sister. She always loved going around through the roots of that place. She said that the roots of the great tree traveled over the entirety of the upper part of the world. It was because of that that she was able to finish her life's work, which again was trying to find all of the different Cherish who were missing. She said that whoever made this world made the Cherish as well. So the roots had to be connected with them in one way or another. Whenever I went to grab this, Akron never stopped me. It's with this that I can visit her whenever I want.
Have you?
Not since everything started here. Not in a long time before that either. I don't think anyone else knew that I had it, so the only other ways to get in there is through the, well, dungeons and the more rough places that are around. This is the only safe way into the under area.
It's not my Bo was trying to access that gate in that lab with the cat whisper. He didn't have the key.
If you're talking about over at the castle, that's where the underforest starts. That's a dangerous place. A bunch of petrified wood and lakes as large as actual lakes on the surface, maybe even larger. Because there's no light down there either, it's basically like wading into an ocean in the dead of night.
Fascinating. This world is full of mysteries, but no time to explore them yet.
That isn't the only way you can get there. You can also make your way underneath the Peacekeeper's compound.
That labyrinth.
The labyrinth is another one of the dungeons that'll take you down into that area, yeah. It's different than the underforest. There's no, well, lakes or dark oceans. But there is, well, monsters and the like. That flame that usually keeps people about, and, well, if you're not one of us, it's easy to get lost down there. The walls shift around. Those are probably the only two places that could be, well, easily gotten to that could take you underneath everything. Though I'm sure there's others.
There are pieces to this puzzle that I am not enjoying.
I didn't realize that they had that key either.
Good.
Do you think you
Do
can,
not let anyone know.
Do you think you can tell us where it opens? The tree. Make your way to the tree with this. There's a large lock that only clicks whenever this keychain gets near it.
Is there anything special about this keychain? Is there any symbol on the end of it? Is it just...
As you look to it, it appears to be, from what you can tell, it doesn't have like any sort of smell or any sort of like big feeling to it. It does look like a keychain, as if you would put on, again, like a keyblade.
Tico,
What's up?
has Joda been asking these kinds of questions a bit weirdly to me?
Weirdly, as in how?
It was a very pointed question of asking if where the key opened, when it's supposed to be, you know, a big secret where having the key in the first place and where it would go. It's a bit odd.
If you think that's
But I
suspicious,
could just be-
if you think it's suspicious, you can bring it up.
Yeah, I will bring it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now.
I'm gonna do it.
Go, go, go.
Joda, why do we need to know right now where that key goes to?
Apparently there are people trying to get under there, right? And especially if it's inside the great tree. That's a place that can take you right to the king, right? I'm mostly wondering how come you haven't used it to go and try to kill him yet. I'm not going to use that pathway to do anything like that. That's where my sister's buried.
We have other ways to get to the tree anyway. At least to where Akron is.
I'm not
We don't need
dumb.
it.
If you guys need to get in there, I'll give it to you. I'm not saying that I'm not going to do that. I'm saying I wasn't going to kill him through it.
That's... There is so much going on out here.
Like I said, there are
There's-
around a dozen of them, if not a little bit more. My sister was a part of it, so was Hestus Boa, so was that man with the sleek back hair. I don't really remember most of them. They were different, obviously. There is one thing that sort of stood out from one of them.
Oh yeah?
He never spoke. Not to me, at least. But he seemed sad. Not only that, out of all of them, he seemed able to move and lift and throw things much, much larger than himself. She motions to her arm. I think he might have been maybe robotic in a way. He didn't move that way. He moved as if he was a normal person, but it felt like the feats he did, I never saw him cast any spells or use any magic. So he must have been, I don't know, like me. It was just odd.
A cyborg.
I can only assume. There's no way that someone his size could have done the feats I'd seen without magic or technology in some way.
That would...
I doubt
both of
that
the people...
I doubt that Neo could have done any of that, and he's wearing that suit. I saw him lift up something that could have been akin to a small cabin.
This lines up with the information that we have about this apparent group Boa has. Cyborg and Blood would be the first two that you've just mentioned here. What we need to find out more about now is Hyena, Moneybag, which is probably Cocklecod, but we don't know, and Ghost.
I fear that one might be the most elusive. Did you ever see them with their hoods down?
A couple of them. Like I said, the one with the sleek back hair is the one that's the most noticeable in my head. He was always the one that was talking with my sister. They were always talking about different things that they would have to do or say, different things that would have to be done. He seemed smart. The one that was lifting and throwing, he seemed old, like an older person, graying hair, kind of shaggy. Another one that comes to mind, they were balding, seemingly just kind of older than most of them. Again, no, not really graying like the other, but his face seemed older. One was an elf, maybe a couple of them were elves. I didn't get a great look at their faces, but it seemed as if they were always sneering. But again, I've been around scientists and other oddities of people before. They just get, or at least I thought, they just get really involved in their work. What are you doing?
So
Gilgamesh approaches the range.
So why did they need to be moving things the size of cabins around?
There is something I'd like to try to do.
All right.
It's worked with Artemis because their affliction was forced upon them. You do not have any memory problems, but still, I'd like to try, if you are willing to trust me.
This might get fun, and I did not expect this to happen today. Go ahead, and how about you, she seems to nod, as if like, yeah, if you want to try something, go ahead.
Gilgamesh's ability to mind...
Gilgamesh, why don't you roll me for your magic, my dude?
Cool.
This
so
may be extremely fun for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh Lord, here we go again.
Fleeting heroisms. All for the boy.
Goes with his big old hand on top of Tortolora's head, just bop very gently, and darkness starts flowing out.
Are you using any of your new heroisms you just got? Are you using anything in particular?
Yeah, I might need to actually use my go funds a little for some stuff.
Start rolling, baby.
Hold on. Plus, so
Start
4
rolling,
cards for
my
those.
baby.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I like 2 plus minus dice, please. Yeah. I can use 3 at a time. I got 2 of those. I got 2 heroisms. I got the plus minus. I'm just being a scumbag and trying to stack the deck. I don't give a fuck.
What? No way. You mean that we're encouraged to do with our
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a guidance token. 5 more for a reroll token. I don't want to fuck this up, bro. You don't know. I don't. After last week's rolls, I don't trust shit no more. So guidance and a reroll token, please, and that should be it for
Not
now.
having a base proficiency modifier, we gotta put everything we can.
I mean, I do, but that's not the I got 3, so that's cool. But
We find
Alright.
a reroll token. Let me see if I can find one out here in the ether. I can't find one.
I'm saving these negatives, so when I ever see Boa on screen again,
There's a reroll token. Right, there we go.
I'm gonna roll. Let's
There you are. And I gave you an extra darkness guidance up here.
Oh, thank you. I'll use that if necessary.
Remember, the guidance
so-
have to be used beforehand.
But
They're not
darkness,
they're not
darkness.
rerolls.
Yeah. But door to darkness, darkness, light, darkness, heart, darkness, kingdom, hearts, light, darkness. There we go. That's better. I want to use one of these dark guidances.
It's up to you.
Sure, I'll stack the deck. I'll use one of these. Let me roll my heroism, see if I get double magic or not. Nope, I get a +1 to magic.
So it's gonna be a plus 4 altogether.
Yeah. Fuck it, I'll roll these now.
Remember, you can roll those after.
I know.
Okay.
So I'd add 3 on top of that.
Okay.
So there we
Plus
go.
7. You can roll twice.
Yeah. Plus 7, roll twice, and there's a reroll token. So. Yeah.
First roll. 17.
Okay. Sick.
Second roll.
See, the more you do the Overlord pre-battle buff, the funnier it's a 20. You see, you gotta do the Overlord pre-buff, like fucking 20-minute buff.
Guys,
See,
And then you can just do
then
it.
you get a 20. Then you get a 20.
Guys,
Huh?
I didn't expect this to be everything we did today.
Neither do I.
Me neither.
But you keep dropping, but revelations happen. And
I appreciate that the last 4 sessions have been, and then more fucked up shit was learned.
So we should have really had this part of the thing, part
Earlier,
of this campaign is Cherished Day's Revelation as the sub-name of the campaign.
Revelations.
Just 2 revelations.
Okay, so what fucked up thing are we learning today? Hit me up.
Gilgamesh,
So,
you place your hand up on their head. As you do, unlike the last time when you did this, you don't feel that there is a sort of... You don't feel the familiar thing you felt from the last one. But you do feel something there. You feel that there is something deep underneath the surface in this area. And as you begin to fish for it, you find that whatever magic or whatever thing that has been done anything to with this woman seems to be old. It seems older than what happened with the last one you did this to. When I say older, I mean potentially decades.
magic.
As you
magic.
see this happen, you have to dig deep. And as you dig deep, you feel your connection with Hibiki. You feel your connection with Muna. You feel your connection with Zarel. You feel your connection with Buya. You feel your connection with Michel. As you stand and look toward this, you release this magic. And something seems to break. The 4 of you, because you guys are involved in this now.
Oh.
Friendship.
You guys feel / see what appears to be the palace.
Oh.
You see what appears to be the palace that you're decently used to, or at least the person that you're seeing things through is used to. You see paintings all throughout. You are staring at one of them in particular that seems to depict what appears to be your brother. The king. You see them standing, smiling, with what appears to be a man that looks similar to him. You're not sure who it is, but they look kind of like your brother. And then you see between the two of them what appears to be a younger person that you would know at this point to be the long deceased prince. There are several paintings like that throughout the halls, but you do find yourself, whenever you're waiting for your sister to get done with their work, you do find that the things that are often about this place, you do find yourself going and staring at them occasionally. But that's enough of that. You're tired of waiting. You're gonna make your way down to where all those nerds are. You move throughout the palace. You find that as you're making your way beyond the back areas, you see your brother's room. Inside, he seems to be with somebody, one of his connections or contacts, and he seems happier than you remember him seeing. You stop at the doorway and look inside as you see he seems to be sitting and having some kind of a chat with, well, you don't really like him all that much. He likes to call himself Break. He has long, slick back hair, and he has just a face that seems slimy, like some kind of a, again, noble or businessman. You then see why your brother is acting friendly. There is apparently a large thing of booze sitting in front of them. You roll your eyes. You go away from there. You're not really sure why people intoxicate themselves, but it happens. You make your way out. You start heading over toward where you would find your sister. You pass by a very large man. Again, one you've seen before several times. He is large. Bigger than your brother, bigger than a lot of people. But he has this sort of face that you kind of look up to see beyond that hood that he wears. He has kind of a tired look on it. His long white hair showing that he's either very old or very stressed. You've seen him fucking lift a carriage before. Dude's strong as hell. But he doesn't really talk at all. You keep walking. One day you'll learn his name. You make your way further. You see what appears to be a tan man, white hair, as he's sitting and talking with the old one with the strange balding spot on his head. The both of them seem to be laughing about something, drinking. You're not great when it comes to them. Kind of creepy. Again, scientists, but you don't usually like speaking to them whenever your sister or brother aren't around. Finally, you make it to the lab. You see your sister, and you see the one that's working with her, Boa. As you watch them, they appear to be looking over at this large computer, dots dotting all over the place. They seem to be excited. Estes Boa seems to be looking over everything with a large, crazed grin on his face. Your sister seems just as excited. She seems to be marking down different things as well. You step forward, looking at the markings on the large map that's in front of you. Several dozen at the very least. But one of them sort of calls out to you. You look over toward your sister and over toward Boa, and you see that neither of them have wrote it down. You point up to it. What about that one? The two of them look down at you. They look back to where you're pointing. Estes Boa smiles. That's the library. You can see that? Uh-huh. There's one there too. Interesting. Your sister has a look over toward him and then back to you. We're not supposed to talk about the library, remember? Remember what the king said? But there's one of the shining lights there. Boa smiles. Don't worry. I'm not gonna get in trouble. I won't tell anyone. Just forget you saw it, okay? Of course. Why wouldn't I? He leaves the area. As he leaves, you're prepared for the talking to you're about to get. You've seen a lot of the places that people aren't supposed to see in this place. Your new brother told you about a bunch of different places about. He's shown you what they do there. You've been to the old castle. You've been to the Elven Gardens. You've been to the library before. You've been to the Gummy Station. You've been to that doghouse over on the edge of the forest. You've even seen the shrines to the various gods that are often about that your brother has taken you to. Your sister's even shown you down below the tree. But you were always told not to mention any of them. You didn't get much of a scolding. Unfortunately, the scene changes. You're not sure why things abruptly change. Maybe they just never had any memory of it. Maybe it was gone, destroyed. But all the four of you now can see is red in front of you. You feel pain. You're crying and screaming out. You look down to your side. Where you're missing your arm.
Oh my god.
You look forward. You see a person. You see several people in those black robes, the scientists. You see Hestus Boa looking toward another one that's sort of floating. When you think about it, the one floating, you're not sure why you know, but that has to be the balding man, the one that you don't remember. The one, the name that you don't ever really wanted to get into. He seems to just be floating in the air, his arm outstretched toward another one that's floating. And choking. And sputtering and coughing. They turn in your direction. You see, floating high above you, the visage of your sister, gasping for air as if she can't breathe. You try to reach out with your arm, but it doesn't move. red in front of you is fading as more and more of your blood is being lost. The man with the sleek back hair looks over in your direction. The one called Break. He reaches into his cloak. He pulls out a gun. It's enough of this. Your method takes too long. He points the pistol over at you. Sneers. And then points it towards your floating sister in the air and shoots. Estes Boa looks annoyed, grabs onto his hood and pulls it down. You idiot. He puts a hand out as some kind of doorway appears. Not long happens before a large roar is heard, as if the roar of a dragon. Estes Boa pushes one of the others in through the door. Come on! What about the kid? She'll bleed out. The one that's floating releases your sister. A crack is heard when she hits the ground. The rest of the ones in the cloaks walk through the door. One looks back over at you. The large one. The one with the graying hair. He stops. Walks over in your direction. Another roar is heard as something collides with the doorway to the room you're in. He reaches down, puts his hand over top of your shoulder. You feel the pain of someone touching where your arm is gone. You are going to be fine. I have brought back one from worse. There's a final roar. The sound of something breaking. Well, you don't see anything other than a torrent of flame coming in through the doorway. As the roaring continues, the red in front of you finally goes black as you lose consciousness. That's the wrong one.
Okay, cool.
The entire time, while that was happening, there is just a screaming coming from Tordalor. As soon as Gilgamesh, you pull your hand back after everything seems to end, she seems to collapse. Tor!
Gilgamesh just kind of Gilgamesh stumbles backward a little, just
Neo seems to get on her on the other side of her, seems to have discarded his gun and is trying to get her to get up. Zarel, you make your way over toward her as she seems very much screaming in terror, but also it doesn't look like there's much there. Her eyes have almost rolled into the back of her head as she's doing this.
What?
What's going on?
Maybe the curse? Do you have anything?
No, not the curse. Please,
Neo,
not the curse.
Neo looks toward his weapon. He looks toward you, Zarel. He points to your shield and then points to the barrel of his weapon.
I point at my shield. Like, do you mean my shield or my keychain? Effectively.
He's pointing towards your severing shield. The big fucking
shield?
fuck
Yeah.
off. The big fuck off blade you have.
Of course, I'll go hand you my big fuck off blade if it'll help anything.
He's pointing to the barrel of his gun.
I'm assuming it wants me to cut something. I'll do something with it.
You bring the severing shield down over his gun. As you do, you find that whenever you break through whatever this is, it seems to be tough, but the severing shield can easily do it. You see a small mote of flame inside of the weapon as it begins to look as if it starts to grow onto the weapon, as if it starts to eat it open. As this happens, he seems to grab it with one of his arms, bring it down toward Tor. And he is going to cast a spell.
No, he's a wizard.
Muna. As well as
Yes.
who else has more than 3 magic? Muna,
More than
Hibiki,
3.
Muna, Hibiki, and Gilgamesh. I would like for the 3 of you to roll me for your magic, please.
Bet.
Sure thing.
Ooh, I rolled a 3 plus of 10, I think.
Oof. That's not good.
Roll better.
I think. All
I
right.
don't like that sound from Emerald.
I haven't rolled yet. I'm looking at the cost thing.
I need the roll.
7.
We're coming on
Yeah,
11.
I'll roll.
No roll.
Stop waiting for a fleeting to fall roll.
I was
Ooh,
calculating
okay.
everything, but it's fine.
So 9.
I'm gonna go ahead and just use my
3,
auto success on this.
5, 6, 16, 25
I
total.
don't know how I can get more complicated than this.
Do you want to use your auto success with a 25 total on one of your friends?
Never mind.
The DC was 30. You failed.
Yep, DC was 30. You all fail.
Fuck. It's always 30.
No!
Gilgamesh.
Why do I? Yes.
Whenever you're watching this happen, you see what appears to be a high-level magic being cast. As it's being cast, using whatever this flame is as a catalyst, you see the flame seem to sort of overtake Tor's body. You see her screaming begin to stop, and you see her eyes begin to close. As you watch whatever this magic was, you feel like maybe if you needed to, you could try to use it.
Back in mind, had higher tier healing magic. God, gotcha.
You're pretty sure that Neo here needed to have a catalyst to do it, but you might be able to do it without it.
That's getting put in the backlog of my brain of we can do high tier healing.
Potentially.
Yeah, maybe.
You could also potentially try to have one of your allies do it, or, you know, maybe, who knows?
We'll figure it out.
Figure it out. as she seems to have whatever has been unlocked in her brain, whatever had caused her to either forget that or suppress that was removed from her. He seemed to have dealt with whatever repercussions that was, at least for the moment. But all of you remember seeing what you see, and it looks as if both Neo and Joda has seen them as well, as he looks up to you guys.
I didn't. That wasn't my intention.
No, that was... I've never heard her mention that before.
The power of darkness is impressive.
She never told me she saw her die.
I don't think she knew either.
She didn't remember.
We were right. That rat boa.
If he can alter the memories of unborn Cherished, doing a human shouldn't be too difficult for him.
Was it boa? Was it that other one?
The other one helped save her. And if I'm understanding right, that metal arm has to deal with him. I just assumed that she got it from, at least at some point. I didn't realize it was then.
Why would he save her? Why would that one have a change of heart? It's good she's alive. But why? Those people. We have faces. We don't have names. But we have faces.
I've never seen any of them before. Not any of them except for that boa guy. But now that I know them, I can ask around.
You're gonna want to be very careful about that.
I don't know how careful I can be after seeing what I just saw.
Don't let emotions overtake you in this instance.
We're the only
must
ones
be
in the
careful.
entire kingdom who know who killed the queen.
Yes. If we act rash now, we could end up ruining everything. And what good would that lead us?
You're right.
But don't think I'm telling you to not do that. Be smart. You can do that.
What did we learn from it? That's what we have to think about right now. Obviously, something in there was being hidden from everyone. What have we learned now that we've seen that? Other than who killed the queen?
They opened corridors to darkness. They were working on... She could see shrines, entryways like we could see, like Hades, the library.
They had been looking for a way to find Cherished eggs, and they found it. They killed the queen, but they wanted to kill her in a specific way. Why did they want to kill her by choking her to death? Obviously,
Certainly so it wouldn't be heard.
Exactly. But why was her arm already cut off? Is the issue.
Which arm was it again?
I mean, her left.
You can always look at her avatar and see it.
I thought you meant the queen. I thought you were talking about the queen.
No, the queen. The queen didn't
that.
have an arm missing.
Okay, because I was like, we're talking about the queen, and then you switched.
Arm.
I know that. You said, why was her arm missing while referring to the queen? I thought we were talking about the queen. I'm like, did I miss something?
Sorry.
I feel like my bad. No, never mind.
I was trying to go over everything we saw that happened in that dream. I mean, the memory.
She was left to bleed out from an arm wound. That is cruelty. It'd be easier if they took out a leg faster. That's not important. Ugh.
You're being way too specific on that one, yes.
It
seemed that as soon as the queen had died, that The Lord
Akron,
that Lord Akron figured it out.
Was right on them, yes.
Instantly. How did they block him? The might of a dragon stopped by a door? No, there was something else.
Likely enchanted or something.
They were all...
Why were they all there? What was the point of assassinating the queen with several members of their people there in the one room when they only needed like 1 or 2 people to kill the two of them, basically?
We know they had planned to, but more than it happened.
Might have
could've
been
been
a
spur.
thing that just happened spur of the moment. If that's the case, then we do know one thing about what happened with the king then. He was intoxicated.
I was very drunk.
They might have drugged the drink. Maybe that did something. How much did they have in drink? Regardless, not to take any drinks from them in the palace or anyone again.
That man's name was Break. She didn't seem to know any of the other ones.
That's a start. Break. With slick back hair.
And Cyborg seems to be the weirdest of the bunch, willing to keep her alive and mess their plans up even more. They had to go back and try and erase her memory about that night if they kept her alive, because there was no way they'd get another chance of killing her again.
That magic was put on her a very long time ago. It's old magic. Not ancient secret magic, just aged.
Chico,
What's up?
among the people during that memory, would it have been clear who seemed to have cut her arm off? Would it have been clear about that? Like anyone like having like blood on them or a blade or anything?
Would you like to roll me for your insight?
Yes.
You
I'd
sense
love to.
murder, CVG? It's time.
You could have got a slightly bit more information from the others if that was something that would have interested you during that talk.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry, what are you sorry
Sorry, I
for?
was trying to note everything down
Sorry.
and I muted.
Sorry.
Because my key bind is that, and it's a 13.
I didn't say anything that you needed to be sorry for.
Okay.
The 13?
Yeah.
You would have took note that when it came to her arm, it was extremely cleanly cut. It wasn't like something ripped it off. It wasn't like something did anything. It seemed to be precision, as if, again, either through some kind of torture or some kind of something, it was just lobbed off and like basically thrown aside. As for if any of them had like any blood or anything on them, the 13. Did you have a thing? Let me go look. You don't remember if any of them in particular had any blood on them. You do know that one of the people that they had seen before, one of the more creepier ones that she had talked about, not the one that was apparently like choking people out, but the other one did seem to be the closest one to her at that point. The one that looked very similar to like an elvish person.
So the Elvish man won. Got it.
I'm not saying you did
What
it,
do we-
but he was the closest one.
Yeah.
Was this elvish man just fair skinned, darker skinned, or
If you remember, there were
can we
two.
determine?
If you remember, there were two elvish people on the scene. One of them was darker skinned. One of them was lighter skinned. It was the lighter skinned one.
Okay. I just want to make sure like we got differentiation, that means something here. There's elves come in different shapes and colors.
Don't worry, they have a token program. They made sure to have both the black and the white ones.
I mean, if you wanna learn more about elves, there's one place apparently every elf went to.
Yeah, no, I have a sneaking suspicion one of them wants my keyblade. I'm going to fucking shove it through their chest.
Someone who's obviously been working with Hestus Boa before at Cocklecot's place might be involved in some way?
What are you talking about?
What?
Look, they're lucky I'm not going to just invert them.
I may add, somebody had to deal with drugging the wives of Cocklecot.
I don't know
And
what you're
sure
talking
enough,
about.
somebody was intoxicated at the palace.
Don't worry, Hibiki will see her eventually.
Nom, nom, nom,
All
nom.
right. So we were wandering the halls. We saw most of them, not all of them, doing things, moving things, drinking, laughing.
She
Saw a
had said
portrait
that
of there was a portrait of Michelle Zahara. That's crazy.
She had said that there was apparently about a dozen of them, but we only saw as many as we saw just then, around half of that.
6 of them.
It means there's another 6, 7, and more unaccounted for.
According
Well, we
to the
know
records,
one of them is gone, at least.
Yes.
Potentially.
According to the records, apparently someone was killed that day. Some kind of assassin was taken out by the king, right? Maybe he
Could have
did get
been
one of them.
Was it the man that saved Tor? Did he stay behind to die?
That seems doubtful. The machine that we got the descriptors of seems like Cyborg was still around. He seems like the perfect fit for that moniker.
It would be strange for him to have died at that point.
How did he get away? What died that day?
Well, the big thing we can be sure of is that if the king was intoxicated and didn't think on any of them being true threats, especially since he doesn't seem to think Hestus Boa is a problem now, at least until all of you told him he was. Perhaps they were able to get themselves out of it through guile.
Rats. Vermin.
Maybe even by saving her.
And I could have made up whatever stories they needed to.
To think I understand.
Sacrifice whoever they needed to.
And I thought in my world I saw the depths of human depravity.
Most of them definitely weren't human.
Mortal depravity, fine, whatever.
I meant they were monsters, not.
What if I'm the monster? Okay.
Shut the fuck
Anyone
up.
hear that?
No. The fine line between mortal and monster, Enoki. Maybe you haven't noticed.
The line between naivety.
Come on. There
I-
can't be that
I-
many songs in Epic.
There are.
There are that many songs in Epic.
I'm going to kill him. I'm starting to regret showing him Epic.
We need to
One
get
more.
her. We need to get her inside.
As we have
Get her
to.
inside.
I don't know when
You-
she's gonna wake up, but we need to make sure that she's understanding. She's gonna know all of that too, most likely. Seen all
She's
of that.
going,
Which is going to be interesting.
she's going to have a complete breakdown. Actually,
She has.
I thought
She has been crazily obsessed with the king ever since that day. I wonder how much of it has been whatever that was on her.
my guess, all of it. That being said, keychain on ground or in hand? Where in magic key that Tor had?
Keychain in hand. They have keychain in hand on them.
It looks at that and then looks between Joda and Neo. We need to meet with whoever wants to talk to Zarel. You two take care of her. Do not let that keychain out of her grasp.
You see Neo lean down. As he does, he takes the keychain in hand, puts it in his helmet, and then picks up Toy. Basically going, if they want this, they have to break it out of my helmet. They have to break it out of my fucking suit.
They have to decapitate me cleanly in one shot.
They gotta do better than that they did last time.
He just nods knowingly to Neo as if he understood everything that was just said without being said.
Neo just like looks to you, puts it in his suit, and just basically is just like, anybody who wants to fucking try can try, man.
You see why you're so trustworthy.
Neo's a good guy. We like Neo here.
Yes, we love Neo.
The largest of all the power armor boys.
You missed the Lord.
The best boy. He should never have been. Deco, how could you make it so he can't talk? Why would you do this to our perfect boy, Neo?
I didn't do this to them. That was the authority that did that. You should get on them.
Respect my authority.
As you guys
Shove their foot up their
That
ass.
was fucked up.
As you guys see Neo taking Tor back to the Cocklecot Manor to rest, Joda looks to you guys. I can show you to the ones who are looking for you, and then we can make our way back and hope that she's got up, or you guys can make your way.
No, we good.
Yes.
We do.
It's not far from here, just by the mounds over there, like she said. Hopefully they haven't moved on by now. We haven't got to check on them because of the curse.
Let's hope.
I'm surprised that it's still affecting them. I figured that it was a sphere of influence kind of thing, not a permanent thing. I guess he's just looking over at Munich and still unsure of the entirety of how that magic works.
I have no idea. All I know is that we need high-level magic, and he looks back toward where Neo was. Apparently, he knew that. Yet he only ever used it on her and not himself. I wonder how many other of them know about them.
You all have secrets.
It does seem like it sacrifices their ability to use the magic and that flame in the moment. It's probably a last resort kind of thing.
Oh no, we can definitely replicate that.
We can,
Okay.
I guess.
Zarel's like, who the fuck can? What do you mean?
I guess. He says confused.
He just says that with
Maybe
complete
you
confidence.
motherfuckers can. I'm playing.
My job is to hit things with significant strength. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not. No balloon. Leave me alone.
And that's
And you,
I
your
think,
creativity has saved our lives many times with it.
as Joda will begin to lead you guys over toward the mounds to go and speak to the ones who wanted to speak to you. Now that you guys have gotten more information out of those who wear the black robes, knowing that they are apparently all scientists in some way, that's interesting.
Goddamn nerds!
Fucking nerds.
fucking nerds. I
Fucking
can't believe it.
Those nerds
John
are
had-
red. What are you talking about?
I just... Dude, are we fighting the fucking Institute? God damn it.
Oh, from Fallout?
Yeah, from Fallout.
God damn it. I fucking...
I can't believe it. He the jock has to go teach some nerds some lessons.
We gotta go beat up those
It's
fucking
all
nerds.
coming around.
I didn't realize the high school AE was this fast approaching. I should have nerds and lockers.
You know what? One more
It's
song.
like Organization 13, except they're all Vexen.
One more song.
Oops, all
Oh,
vexing.
Twos and threes.
Dude, I would love to see
Go
just a
for it.
mod where everyone's vexing.
Tor, you should greet the king with open arms.
Greet the king with open arms.
I'm gonna invert your dick, you piece of shit.
We are going to end things here today. Now that you guys have seen potentially the biggest showing of who might end up being your guys' final bosses for quite a while, at least you know the organization you guys are fighting.
If they aren't, I'm gonna be
There's
so
a
confused.
dozen or so. Organization 12 or something.
Yeah.
Organization Baker's
There's like
dozen.
around a dozen, you know, maybe one more.
I'm pretty sure
Maybe
one.
one less if we're counting it.
Technically,
Was
one of them
Lord
got
Cube
eaten by a dragon, so.
Yeah. Was one of them Lord Cube? They could no. Lord Cube couldn't have been working with
They were
people.
Lord
actually
Cube,
14
you
before
do
that guy
know-
got eaten.
You do know Lord Cube was one of them.
Oh my god.
That's
Yeah,
why he was
had the
talking with him, yeah.
others. Yeah.
Fucking nerd.
Lord
I
Cube
wonder what
was
his
one
call
of them.
sign was.
Dickhead.
Was it Box? Was his call sign Box Man?
That'd be funny.
Box man. Who's that?
You do
I
know
never see
that
Box Man.
you do know that apparently, according to what was sort of said about them, you do know that Lord Cube was apparently made on this world, and now
Yeah.
they're a bunch of scientists.
Oh my god. I'm going to
Fighting
choke
the
them.
nerds.
I'm going to choke them to death on their own PhDs.
So as far as I can now assume from this whole situation, these scientists were like, we're gonna make a being that can eat light. Let's send it to a bunch of these other fucking planets and see what happens for research data so that we can prepare to invade this own planet
Well,
and take it
here's-
over for ourselves.
Well, here's the thing you have to think about for this. Lord Cube also basically came out and said, I'm probably about to go and just blow up this planet with all those guys on it. I don't care.
yeah, so it's also a thing
It's
of,
also like, were they
Oh.
actually in control of Lord Cube at all?
No, I think after a
Lord
moment,
Q with his own thing.
yeah, like Ultron.
you see, this is a group of people that are loosely connected to each other that are working towards similar
You
goals.
guys did a good.
but
You
they're
guys
also
did a.
individualistic.
You guys did them a solid by getting rid of Lord Cube.
I'm just
Damn it,
saying.
my
I'm
least
just
favorite
saying,
thing that's happened.
I'm just saying. Statistically, from what we've seen from these guys, they've been kind of failing upwards.
They've been. I mean,
They fucked up assassination and just managed to just get through it anyway. There's a D&D party of nerds out there.
Literally, this break guy was like, "You're just choking her out too fucking long." Bam, shoot.
Murder hobo.
Hostess Bo was like, "Dude."
Motherfucker!
you know what? At least I guess he was like, bro. Come on.
Well,
I will say-
it was less of a don't shoot her and more of a you just woke up the dragon.
You fucking ruined this whole
fucking
thing that we
idiot.
have planned. We spent 15 minutes getting this ready. Now we have to go the other way. This
She was
sucks.
being choked out so that she died slowly enough it wouldn't wake him. Come on.
Who knows why they were getting choked out? Apparently, dude who was choking her out can't choke her out fast enough.
Man, performance anxiety much?
Look, I'm just saying, if I want somebody to choke me out, they better be good at it.
What?
And they went to the lion thing, and it turns out that they just got yelled at. And again, I'm just so far from what we've heard, they're very powerful. They seem to be failing upwards. It seems like everything they do happens with a complication on their part.
They have been slowly gaining power, while the powers that be around the world have been slowly losing power.
All I know is that I'm about to crash the fuck out on these people, and they aren't ready for it. I'm gonna fucking. They're gonna be flattened. It's gonna be great.
I think we're gonna end things off here for the night. I hope everybody had a wonderful time.
We had a fun time.
Yeah, we had a pretty.
Yeah, Muna sounds.
Muna sounds.
Say the line, Muna.
Heat from fire, fire from heat. Muna, Muna.
Muna. We're gonna end things off here. I hope you guys had fun. We're gonna come back to this next week. We're gonna maybe have something to do on Sunday. Probably not. Might make some cards. We'll see. Come back on Monday for some Fate. We didn't have it this week. Probably we'll have it next week. Who's to say? But yeah, hope you guys all had a fun time. We're gonna go. We're gonna run away.
Oh my god.
And until next time, guys. Like always. Later days.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Guys, I'm starting to think this is all fucked up.
Muna.